Hey, peace and blessings, family. We are back in the building. Hey, sis.
What up, Facebook land? Hey, player, how you feeling?
Girl, you know what? I'm making it do what it do, whatever it is that I do.
That's all you can do. No, I'm
I know that's
playing.
right. How was your week?
My week was good. I had a good week. I had a really, really good week, a fun week, a busy week, a busy weekend. Um, yeah, I had a good week. How about you? Oh, look what is this
Good.
going on
I
up here,
I
y'all? I got some spaghetti
really,
today.
I know, right? I really enjoy going to your son's football game for Monterey Trails.
Oh yeah,
Um,
you was rocking,
I had a
bro.
ball.
That band had you.
The band was really
That
good.
band had you going, player.
I loved it. So thank you for inviting me. You know, first of all, I
Oh,
love
of
anytime I can
course.
support my nephew. I love it because he's one of those good kids, and I hate to tell people there are good kids. They still exist,
Oh, thank
and
you,
so
player.
I always want to support him because I do think in this culture we do this thing where we act like every kid is bad and every kid need a break, and that no, no, every kid don't need a damn break. Sometimes they
Right.
need a break from us. Let's just be honest.
That's real life.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, and I
Life.
don't know. I don't feel like getting right into it, but I guess I will. Um, I get kind of tired of like. Sometimes it seems like in some parts of the black community, we are forever condoning bad behavior. It's like part of black culture, or at least some black cultures, is always supporting criminality.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. We
So
witness it every day.
yeah. So
We
I
witness
just,
it every day.
I'm real sick of that shit. To be honest with you, really, I am. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just sick of it. And
Yeah, I mean, it's something to be sick of, because anytime we're supporting criminality, we shitting on the victim. So you can't
yeah,
support criminality because there's a victim to that crime. Even if it's stealing, there's somebody on the other end of that crime. If it's stealing, if it's child molestation, if it's abuse, if it's robbery, if any crime there is, there's always a victim to the crime. Even if fraud, people say fraud. Fraud, you're defrauding somebody. So there's always a victim to the criminality. So I totally agree.
yeah. So that's kind of like where I'm at right now. No disrespect to nobody, but I love my work. You know how I work all day with girls, but sometimes I really get sick of us always having supporting criminality. Like I feel like if you commit a crime, to me, you cease to be a victim. I don't care what your background is. I don't care how you grew up. I don't care what you had, didn't have. I think when you commit a crime, you should be treated as a criminal, not somebody who had a bad past. Because I think when we do that, we basically say to the victim, your life doesn't matter. What happened to you doesn't matter. And that's where our society is right now, which is why I believe we're going to see the swing back to the other side. So y'all don't get mad at me because my thing is, I could do well in the straight up racist crackheads. Like I mean, I could do really
Straight up.
racist
You didn't watch
people.
the Judge and Mathis. You said straight
Yeah,
up
I'm
crackheads. You
sorry,
mean crackers?
but really racist, strict, conservative people. I could do very well with them because I'm not relying on them for anything. What I don't do well with is people who want to help everybody but what they owe you. Now
Real
let that
life.
sink in. Everybody who
Real
will let
life.
everybody pass you, let all the immigrants pass you, let all of the people who decide they want to be a woman today pass you. Like it's, I think black folks gotta, and we're not all in the same boat. When immigrants are not our friends,
Very
I think
true.
we should treat everybody with respect. Don't get that twisted.
Well,
But
just
I
just
think
while
that
we
they
speaking
want,
on immigrants not being,
yeah,
just speaking on that right quick. As
okay.
you know, you was at the Yasir's Get Band performance Friday, and
Oh,
people that on my live, y'all noticed that the last few band performances he had on an all black jacket because they claimed they couldn't get his size because his tall and his weight and everything and his height. They couldn't get it for him. So I was trying to be understanding. So Friday they did not. They had to perform at the National Walk to School Day, and he had on a green T-shirt. I said he didn't get your polo. So I called the lady, and she's Hispanic, and she was like, "Well, if he didn't get it," and I'm like, "No, he did not. It's not if he didn't. He did not get it. He's in a green T-shirt today." So let me fast forward. We get to the game Friday night. Well, I had to first of all contact the principal, Miss Ricks, because she knows me very well. I'm up on the campus quite a bit, and I had to bring it to her attention because A, he doesn't have a marching band jacket like everybody else. B, he doesn't have his polo shirt like everybody else, and C, they don't have his tuxedo jacket for the upcoming band competition on Saturday. So we get there, they finally order him a black and green jacket that he can fit. That's his size and his length. This is his third year in band. Let's keep that in mind. So later on that night, The other only all black melanated child in the band did not get his polo shirt either. And he's a tiny little guy. He's a tiny guy. So at this point, it became clear to me that it was nothing to do with Yasir's size. It was all about them melanated black boys that did not get what the fuck they needed to get. So the lady, she wanted to tell me that she's Mexican and her husband's Simone or Malcolm or something, and they were both minorities. That has absolutely not a goddamn thing to do with Khadijah. That has nothing to do with my child, why he don't have what the fuck he's supposed to have, and how come the other black boy didn't have what he's supposed to have. You know what I mean? And so, no, minorities are not our friends. They're not. That's why I don't use of color. They're not our fucking friends. They all about themselves. You know, so I have to raise a little bit of stank and funk with them motherfuckers to stop playing with my seed. Period. It's all gloves are off when it comes to my son. I'm not boxing you with no gloves. I'm gonna bust your ass in the mouth. Gloves is off when it comes to my child. So Miss Rich, you know, she made sure it happened, and you know, but it's just the way they treat black boys when it's not a sport, because if had it been football, they would have made sure he had the jersey size. They'd have made sure he had. But because it's an art, and they don't feel like big black boys that are 6'5" should be playing a
No.
fucking instrument. Because I get tired of even our community asking them, "How come you don't play football? Oh, you don't play football? You big? No, he's a musician. He plays the bass guitar, the electric lead guitar, the drums. He's not a football player. He's a musician. And I get so tired of them trying to put black boys in a box and make them be an athlete and versus nurturing them in arts. I had to pull him out of a program because he wasn't treated fairly, in my opinion. He was once again the only melanated black boy there, and this is a program designed for people of color, and they have Hispanics in there,
Supposedly.
some mixed breed boys, and they wanted my son as a token nigga, but he was being disrespected. Fuck no. He's not no longer returning. Stop calling me. He's not playing for that program anymore because y'all on some bullshit. Y'all need the black kid because you guys are supposedly in black group, but y'all don't have no melanated kids, and then they're gonna I'm so over niggas. When y'all hear me, I am over niggas. When it comes to my child, I do not fucking play. I'm over niggas. Hey Leona. Hey Alicia.
Yeah. So
But yeah,
what I
that's
was
that's that's
saying
been
is, I
that's been
think,
my that's
yeah, I think the big misconception, family, and we got to be honest, immigrants were
that we
born
all in the
here.
same all in the same
Yeah,
boat. We're
no, they
not.
were born here to sustain white supremacy.
Yeah,
Because if
you
the
got it.
immigrants had been here, black folks probably would have got what was due to them, the people who were enslaved here. That should be all the way a buck. So how they
Right.
sidestep black people is letting all the immigrants in. Let's just
Hmm.
be honest. And so but see the
And
other
then they
part,
come here and try to dictate to us as to how we should move in this system that we fucking helped create and build. They only here because we did the footwork.
yeah,
And now they get to coming on the
they
tail end
country
after
look
we've
like
marched
shit.
for civil rights, after we've
Yeah,
marched for inclusion, after we've marched to do everything. And here the fuck they come trying to tell us how to be good Negroes. Bitch, not today, not tomorrow, and it didn't happen yesterday. When I tell y'all I'm being specific because for some reason we always seem to think the Hispanic community is just like us. They don't like
they,
y'all. There are black people in Mexico. Do you see them motherfuckers? Do you
nope.
see
There's
black?
black people
Do
everywhere.
you see black people any from any of those places? No, you don't, and they all exist there. We all just like you look. If you wasn't from America and you turned on TV here, you would think there was no melanated people in America because everybody that get a newscast look like damn near white, like kind of
There's,
damn near white or some type of
there's
mixed breed.
more of us. There's more of us in Latin America as black people than there are in the U.S. But I also it
Mhm.
speaks to the brutality that black people face in those countries that we don't know who they are. Did y'all get that? See, that's the shit
Mhm.
y'all should think about. So quit thinking these people are our friends. They clearly are not our friends. Like, I'm so sorry to break this bubble to y'all. Stop using the term of color. Stop it. Call people by whatever it is that they are. Of color is also a way to erase black people. See, something is
Yep.
owed uniquely to African Americans or colors, I mean, not colors, African Americans, foundational black Americans, ADOS, whatever you call our lineage. That is a specific lineage to the US. Something is owed to that group.
Right.
And so, what the powers that be, white folks, white supremacists, whatever y'all want to call it, this decade, they will use other groups to sidestep us and then try to act like, well, it ain't their fault. Yes, it is.
Mhm.
Yes, it is. If I make the rope to sell to you to lynch somebody, it's my fault because I made the rope and I sold it to them. I didn't have to do it.
Mhm.
So
Real life. I
look, y'all,
totally
don't get me
agree.
on no soapbox. I just feel like I'm really sick of people wanting black folks to be okay with other people's
Bow
sides.
down. They want us, and they
I'm
also
so
want
sick
us
of
to
that
be
shit.
okay with being treated like shit. It's like they want us to be okay with scraps. They want us to be okay with being dogged out and mistreated. And that's no, 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 no. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen. And I just want everybody on here, if you are praying people have faith, pray for me because I'm gonna be with this fucking band from 6:45 in the morning on Saturday to damn near midnight. They have concert, symphonic jazz, and marching band all in one day. Y'all pray for me.
So let me
Pray
let me
for
say,
me.
before we switch to Charlemagne the God, y'all, we're gonna talk about him tonight. Let's
Hold
talk
on,
about a lot of
Leona
people
said
tonight.
they really don't like us and want to get positions and want to change shit. Yep, to put their people in.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. So, and that's why sometimes your enemy, you could use them as your guard.
Mm.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I think Donald Trump is our best bet. Hold on, don't get emotional. Here's the dude that would treat
Man,
all those immigrants the way we have been treated, and that's going to even the playing field for us. So y'all got to look at shit just like that. We do what people really don't like our ass, and we know it. We come up on gang. Under this president right here, black folks ain't getting shit. He do symbolic shit like Juneteenth holiday. What the fuck, dude? Like,
they ain't did shit
y'all,
for us.
that shouldn't even be a holiday that they give to us. That's in Defiant family. That's for us. You never want this
Real
man
talk.
to organize your march out. That's crazy. Like, I don't think y'all really be listening. But let me say this: what I noticed, and I noticed at a lot of schools. So here we are at this school, and I'm really enjoying myself. But I looked at they have a place there, a dance thing called Elite Dance Company. Now they have maybe two, maybe three black girls.
No, you talking about that
Out of,
Monterey Trail?
yes,
Impulse. Impulse.
Impulse. Thank you, Impulse. You
Impulse.
know, black girls love to dance. They have more Asians and more Hispanics in there, and you could probably see maybe three black girls, maybe.
Out of
Now,
well, you giving them credit because out of 35, look like about 35, give or take, there are only two African American girls in there. And let me give you a little bit of background on there. We had nieces that went to that school who went on to dance professionally at college. Okay, was picked by out of thousands of students at her college to dance. She tried out for Impulse all the years she was there. Didn't give it to her. And now today there was only two black girls in there. And everybody else was Asian and Hispanic. That shit is not on accident. And I found out the lady who run the Impulse is a white lady with blonde hair, so I'm gonna be on her ass on Monday because I want to know where the other black kids is in her thing, and I'm gonna start volunteering. You can volunteer. I'm always on campus. I'm gonna be there. But yeah, and I also think we need to make up. I'm gonna talk to Miss Rick. We need to have the melanated movers, all black. And see, they don't want to. They put the two black kids in as tokens, so they can't say no. We do have black kids, bitch. Out of 35 students, two of them is black, and there's some
and
black
not to
girls at
mention
Monterey
all
Trail.
the dances is our shit.
Every dance they did was our dance. Everything they listened to was our music. They didn't play
And they
Taylor
was so
Swift.
arrogant. Let
I
me
didn't
just
hear
say
Taylor
how
Swift. I didn't
arrogant.
hear Justin Bieber. I heard
Yeah,
all black music.
that's real
Let's
talk.
keep it good
Let
out
me
here
just
because
tell
y'all
you.
know I'm going to
Let
keep
me
it
tell
real.
you how arrogant they were though. So they were playing McClatchy. So when they danced, the McClatchy dancers came to their side, sat in front of them to watch them dance. When it was their turn, Impulse, is that what they called?
Mm-hmm.
Dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
Impulse, they stayed on their side. They didn't cross over to the other side to watch the McClatchy
Watch them
dancers
from the
dance
front.
for their side.
Mm-hmm.
That was very
That's
arrogant.
arrogant.
And yeah, and I just feel like, what showmanship is that?
Yeah. Even when the band was doing a call and response, it was trying to call Impulse. They had did all the different band sections. They did the
Yeah,
parents. They did the when they called Impulse, they like they didn't hear them. Arrogant as fuck.
yeah.
Arrogant as hell. Y'all think I'm playing? Asians are the new Caucasian. Y'all can
They not
we
our friend. They
my
not our
granddaughter
friend.
played
I'm gonna tell you
volleyball
that.
last year, but this year a new Asian coach and she didn't make the team. Leon, come on.
See what I'm
Now, what
saying?
school that's at? Because I have a meeting with them.
What school she go
I'm
to?
all for calling people the fuck out. What school she go to, Leona? Because I'm all about calling people
I
out and
feel like
asking
they
them.
are part of erasing black people. I'm saying
Absolutely.
immigrants, but
They
definitely
still
the
in our
Asian
they
folks.
still
Yeah,
our slang. They still our dress code. They emulate everything about black people,
but
but
don't want
don't want
black
us to
people.
be involved. Crazy. That shit is
Ooh,
crazy. Make it
child.
make sense.
Yeah, that's crazy. So as we jump on, I'm trying to stay on task for tonight. We're going to include. Oh, she said what? She said what is this?
Westlake Charter School. Westlake Charter School.
Okay, write that down,
It's on
Khadijah.
my radar.
Yeah, because I
Yep,
just
on
feel
my
like
radar.
we are disappearing because these ethnic groups are helping to disappear us. But that's my personal opinion. Okay, Let's talk about Charlemagne the God.
Oh Lord.
I didn't know Charlemagne the
It says
God had a sexual assault.
Charlemagne the God seeks to get Jessica Reed's sexual assault lawsuit against him dismissed. This has been going on for quite some time, and she's just one of a few victims. Um, and Charlemagne, if y'all know, I don't know if y'all listen to him. He's always going after people, always trying to call somebody out on what they're doing wrong and with. And this is not a secret, but he's right in plain sight, being given a pass for assault. What the fuck? What they do that at in the black community, which is very sad. But Charlemagne, this is not new news. This is not
So
new news.
let me
Brought her
ask
to
you
the
this.
hotel. I think he tried to drug her, all kind of shit. It's a lot to go to this case allegedly.
So I would say this, Keisha, why is it in the black community we just don't want to talk about sexual assault, especially when black men are involved? Why is that?
I think people don't want to hold their loved ones accountable. I think they do not want to hold their loved ones accountable, and I think that where there's smoke, there's fire, and other people, going to come out. Charlamagne didn't do all that shit by herself. Most predators have assistants. I told y'all this last time. I worked with JSO program for a long time. Most predators have assistants. Sometimes it's their girlfriend, sometimes it's their mama, sometimes it's their brother, sometimes it's their teammate. You know, sometimes it's the building guard, the what you call it, the receptionist in the hallway, the receptionist in the lobby of their high rise. No, everybody
Mhm.
has accomplices. Most of these people have it, but yeah, this I don't know. And as we know, black women and black girls are not valued by some, and so it's very easy.
Absolutely.
That's why they're always the target. That's why they're always the target, because they know nobody's going to come to bat for them or say anything, and people are going to condone the bullcrap.
Then how
So
are we supposed to get the powers to be the overall um, environment or overall culture to respect black lives when black people don't respect black lives? That's what always puzzled me. That's
I
why I
don't
could
know if
never
that'll
say Black
happen.
Lives Matter because I never seen them respecting black life in the first place. Honestly,
Yeah, Black Lives Matter is a joke, and I'm a chuckle because I had a bonus son that died, and I haven't heard shit from Black Lives Matter. His life didn't matter. He was a businessman and employed people. Black Lives Matter is a joke.
but he's also was
It's
killed
the new
by
come
two
up.
black men. That's what I'm
He was
saying.
killed by two black.
So
Yeah,
black on background, we
and if
don't
you're
even want to
not
say
killed
black
by
on
the
background.
police, Black Lives Matter doesn't care. If
Okay.
you're not killed by the police, Black Lives Matter doesn't give a shit. And and to be honest with you, if you killed by the police, um, and they don't feel like you're worthy to be, if you didn't have like a criminal record, because it's people, innocent people that don't do no crimes killed by the police. Because what happened to Sandra Bland? She kind
Mm.
of faded away, right? But we still hear about George Floyd. No, not rest in peace to the brother. But we still hear about people who was wreaking havoc when they were alive. They didn't deserve to be killed. Don't get me wrong. But there are people that really live clean lives killed by the police, and we hear nothing about it. Nothing about it.
Kind of deep. That's kind of deep, Khadijah. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't know, y'all. That's just some cases we don't know about. I'd love for y'all to share with us. But I just really believe that in the black community, it's just not safe to be a black girl.
Mm-mm.
It's just not safe to be a black woman. Every 5.5 hours,
Mm-hmm.
a black woman or girl is murdered by a black man or boy. And every time I say that black folks like, I don't trust that. Nigga, shut up. Somebody is counting this. A black woman who's been doing this for years. Back before the pandemic, it was every 8 hours. Now, after the pandemic, it's every 5.5 hours. There is something in our culture where we do not value black women or girls. Now, you may value a man who now wants to be a woman, but we're only valuing him because he's a man that wants to be a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he was a woman, we would not be valuing him. If he was born a woman with a vagina and had to take his bra off at night because it's tiring, okay, off his real titties. See, I'm saying it like this. He would not be valued, but he's valued because he's really a man who wants to be a woman. See, these are truths. These are truths. I
Mm-hmm.
watch women who turn into men. They got to be quiet because if people knew that they used to be women, then their value property would go down. That's why they
Mm-hmm.
don't say shit. You always hear about
Mm-hmm.
men trying to tell women this is what it means to be a woman because they're still doing man shit. Men tell you what it means to be a woman. Like that brother who did the video talking about how black men oh, I can't even see this shit. Can you see this guy's comment?
We stopped going to church, and instead of Jesus as our savior, these girls worship Cardi B and Sexy Red.
People were
Is
bringing
that Gardner Forever? I think it is. Yeah. Well,
yeah,
I don't know about the church thing because it's a lot of predators in church. There's a lot of predators in the pulpit, and we're not safe in church either. Choir
yeah,
directors. Like I said, I worked in the JSM program. A lot of these boys were molested as youth, and it was by the
yes,
choir
they were.
director
Yep.
mhm, and the deacon, and
And
because
girls
they were
being
people of
raped in
God,
church by
people
their
didn't.
pastor.
Yeah, and people just didn't
Oh,
believe him
yeah.
because no, he's a good person in the church. So and I get what you're saying. What's up,
Yeah.
Shauna? Hey, Nisi.
Okay, I can't really tell you. Okay, so what about this
NBA
stat?
player Kevin Porter Jr. has reportedly been let go from the Houston Rockets after being charged for domestic battery of his girlfriend.
What you think?
Yeah, once
Should he have been
again,
let
like
go?
hell yeah, keep your hands to yourself. Hell yeah, keep your hands to yourself.
I want to say
I think he
toodles
should have been let
to
go.
the Houston Rockets. The only way some of these black people gonna stop doing stupid shit is when white people make the consequences like, we'll take away your money, we'll lock your ass up. Like I just feel like the consequences sometimes are isn't there. And I just realized
Yeah.
if white people said, if you use the word nigga and it come back to us, we're gonna have to let you go. Overnight, people will stop using the N word if they got a job.
Hmm.
It will become the N word again. Because for some reason, y'all really fear what they can do because their word and
Because
their
they
lives.
respect the white man. They respect the white man. They fear him, but they really respect him because they know he takes care of business. I mean, they had us enslaved for how many years, and a lot of us still enslaved mentally. So they know the powers of the white man. So hell yeah, they afraid of the white man and they respect him. What can a black person really do to affect your life really other than rob you or kill you? But they don't hold any power to be able to keep you from something or to do anything. I mean, that's just be honest. Let's be honest. What can they really do? So hell yeah, they fear the white man. Are you kidding me?
So this
Hell
next
yeah.
thing is more like a joke. This Negro right here said that
Uh,
Somalians are not black. Look at this
well, we
nigga.
don't want to claim this creature anyway. We don't need to look at him. I don't want to claim him
He
either.
looks
Thank
like
you.
a
Like a
razor
fucking
head.
alien.
So if we could just get y'all to do a subgroup, so that way when white people shoot your ass or do something to you, we could be like, oh, he not black. So why should we care about that?
Hmm.
I just seen this. I said, what else would he be?
And why
What?
are you telling us this? What's the purpose of it? What's the purpose of it? I mean, what's the purpose?
I see this shit. It was like, dude,
And
you'll
is
get
he in
your
America saying this? He's not in
yeah.
Somalia?
If you don't get your twisted braided ass out of here, if you don't get
That
your
long
wave
ass
cap
head.
wearing ass out of here, if you don't get
He
your
don't
two
even know
buck
how to wear
looking
that right.
ass
They don't
out,
even go on
you
top
just
of
that's when
twist.
you start charging up people. Like if you don't get your ass out of here, I'm just saying when shit go down, do not ask us to help you. I can get with that. We got one less
Or you
nigga
can
we
get
can
with
take
this.
off the pipe. Like, dude, look,
Yeah, I
he ain't
don't.
on our side. We like to trade
But
this fool in.
there are black Americans born and raised here with black parents and say they're not black. They'll say they mix with this. Tiger Woods said something similar. He said if he isn't black, he is a cobble part black part. Okay, Tiger Woods.
What's a
This
cobbling?
fool. Yeah, I hear you,
Cobbling?
Gardner
Asian?
Forever.
Well, he knew he was black when they came for his ass.
He's blazing. We call this shit blazing, black and Asian. You
Yeah.
blazing. You can go ahead and
But
try to
you
make
know,
up a
one
new
of the
word
things
if you
about
want,
Asians
Tiger.
though, Asians like uniformity, so they don't count Tiger Woods, no matter how much money he got. Asians got their own shit. They don't really like. They don't like to ask somebody that's mixed with Asian how Asian people treat them when it's just them and Asians. Ask them.
Hmm.
They be niggas all day. Please
That
believe me.
part.
That shit only go when you with black people. You want to act like, please accept my other side. No, ask the other side to accept your other side.
And I
But we
think black people say that certain mixed people think it makes them special that they're mixed or something. I was went to school with you. I was with one of your schools with you did last week, and the people they want to make it be known that they're not all black. Girl, why are you telling me? And my whole thing is, why are you telling me this? I didn't ask for no fucking genetic makeup. No, no, no. Why are you telling me this? I don't. That's the part for
sometimes
me.
I
I think
get
that gets
girls
to me.
who
Why are you telling me this? I don't care.
I get girls who are black as fuck will tell me their grandma was white. I be like, you don't get your black ass out of here in my mind. Now I don't say
That's
it out
mental.
loud,
But that's
but I be
but
like,
they innate they got mental health issues.
yeah, I be
You
like,
got to
girl,
be
I
black and
really didn't
cold.
ask
I'm
you
out they
that.
mix.
Yeah, I be
I
like,
say, yeah, you
girl,
mix with African American, black, blackity black. That's what you mix with. And it's okay to be black. Like,
you need some
it's
steel and
okay.
wool, nigga. That's why you in here with the weed. Look, So footage leaked of Kanye West saying Cardi B is an industry plant and doesn't write her own raps. Now I don't know how many people these days, some of the shit they got out here. I hope they're not writing this shit because it make you think they ignorant as hell. I don't know. Cardi B said she was a stripper and she's the rob man. So y'all don't want to put her up there because I don't watch Cardi B.
Yeah, I don't know none
I
of her
don't.
songs. And I mean Kanye West, they you know, it's
Is he crazy
sometimes
though?
people be so crazy. Sometimes people be so crazy that they the truth is so bizarre that it seems like people are crazy. And
Yeah.
I believe Kanye. I really do. Cardi, think about it. Cardi B barely can talk, and she just blew up overnight. It's like she boom. So I'm not into the whole conspiracy theory shit and Illuminati. I don't believe all that shit. But I do think they promote certain people to keep people to fuel and to feed us certain bullshit. Like a little girl, something red. I can't remember her name. She looks like she's rough looking. She just released her little sex tape of herself on thing, and
I know you're talking
her
about.
music is garbage. That's the one who sing Booty Hole Brown,
Yeah.
Pussy Pink. This is her
Yeah.
song, y'all. This is her song. She's on there. She's everywhere. She's at the BET Awards. It's just so I definitely believe what he's saying. Jeannie Ma will never tell her child with young Jeezy to embrace his black side. That child will be raised Asian. Absolutely, yeah, you
What I'm
damn right.
saying to you is, but he really can't be raised Asian. See, that's the part we don't know as black people. Asian people like things that look Asian. So
I
that
get what you're
makes,
saying, but I think what this
yeah,
person is saying,
she
although
will
she had a
raise a
baby
better,
by a black person, she's going to still do all the
I
rituals
get
and
that.
cultural things that Asians do. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah,
And she can't teach the baby how to be black no way because she ain't black.
yeah,
Like we got to
yeah.
stop thinking that because you live in the black community. That's the problem I have with some white women that have black children. They always feel like they can relate to me. You can't relate to me. Okay, so stop coming to me, letting me know you have a mixed child, and feel like you can live around black people your whole fucking life. You're not black. You can't teach your child black culture. You can teach them the watered down version that you got hanging around black people. And we're more than a goddamn swoop, big earrings, and loud talking. Black women are way more than that. And that seems to be with a lot of people. When they hang around us, they put that goddamn swoop in their hair, the baby hair is out, big earrings, and they talk loud and aggressive. Black women are way more than that. So yeah, I get it, but she definitely going to try to
And
raise her
I agree
child
with you. I
with
get
all
what you're
the
saying.
Asian.
I agree. I understand what he's saying. I'm just saying, like, even raised Asian, but when they be in their community though, all that Asian shit, they be like, okay, what this nigga want? Because they are big on uniformity. That's why when they do their Asian
And they
dolls,
don't like black
they
people.
look like paste. They don't even look Asian. They look like pasty white, pasty. But hey, look,
Hmm.
y'all, Asian people have some people called Laotian, and those people are brown. They were enslaved by I think, the
Cambodians.
Chinese or the Japanese.
Hmm.
So they got their own little thing going on. But sometimes we don't be knowing that. You know what I mean? As far as Cardi B is, I blame the people who made her big. Y'all don't want to board her shit. I blame people being on the lower vibration. Everything is sex, 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 sex. When I watched that BET award, I was just flat out embarrassed for those people.
I ain't even watched this shit yet.
I
I
think
didn't
part of
even,
they
as a
were
true
showing,
hip hop head,
on
as
the
a
tip.
true hip hop head and a lyricist, I could not watch that shit. I did not watch it because I can't even. When I seen Christian Rock there with pregnant belly with the bottom of her teeth hanging out her too small bra, freaking somebody, I just seen it. I could not watch that shit. Like I refuse. I refuse.
Oh, I agree. I agree. I just felt like we gonna have to be we just gonna have to keep it all way a buck. Good
Nisi, you know I'm just
evening.
honest, Shauna. Shauna
Yeah,
said y'all funny. Y'all know, Shauna, you know me. I have no filter, and I don't even know how to be fake. So
I just feel
y'all
like
gonna get
Cardi
y'all
B
get
told
Khadijah
you that
every
she
Sunday.
drugged some man and she's still making albums.
She talked about how she would drug him and rob him.
Yeah.
She told all the girls about the wet ass pussy. She telling all the girls you don't need a man, but she got a husband.
Oh shit.
She got a husband. She's a married woman. She telling y'all to wet ass pussy and all that and da da. She got a whole husband at home while y'all out here playing ratchet. She's ratchet too. Don't get me wrong, but she ratchet with a husband. While y'all partying to her shit,
Somebody
going back
claimed
home
her.
as single parents.
Somebody
Tell
claimed
me,
her.
yeah, well, he,
I
yeah,
mean, he ain't nobody, but I'm just saying, like, somebody claimed her.
yeah, I feel, yeah,
And they
somebody
telling you
wifed her up.
you don't need nobody to get to pick you up. I don't know because we got such crazy shit out here. Like if we stepped out of a time zone from I don't know 25 years ago, we'd be like, what the fuck is it? Who is this heifer? Like, and she's also a so-called Afro Latina, though I never heard her say she was Afro Latina.
I'm about to say she never, when she was on Love and Hip Hop, she never said Afro nothing. She liked to act like she was better than all the brown girls on her show. That's what
So
she tried to do. She
so
used
hold
that
on.
color and everything else.
So let me ask you this, Khadijah. In terms of Kanye, do you think we giving Kanye a bad rap because we like to think he crazy, especially when he had the MAGA hat on? Do you think he was crazy? Do you think he was on to something? Because it's
I think
hard being
Kanye is
black
both.
dealing with black people. Let's just be honest.
I think Kanye is both. I think he talks a lot of truth, but I think he is batshit crazy sometimes. He's yeah, I believe it. And, there's a thin line between sanity and insanity. So, he right on the goddamn tip of it. I think a lot of stuff he talk is real, but because he does such weird stuff and far out stuff, and he's always, trying to make a headline, and he keep dating these bald headed white women, and just is doing weird shit and dressing stupid and walking out with masks on and them big red boots and just looking, having them, yeah, having everybody shop at the store by getting this shit out of trash bags. Like he does shit because he's crazy, but and all you ever talk to somebody well, I work, in certain places, but mental people be having a lot of
They
insight
make a
on
lot
real
of
shit
sense.
happening in the
They
world.
make a lot of
And
sense.
people just think they crazy, but they be talking some real shit. So I believe some of what he say, some of his shit is just rhetoric. I think he talk a lot
You,
of real shit though.
you know
I
what I
really
think
do.
is crazy, Khadijah? I think it's crazy for us to keep voting for the same political party and we sinking further to the bottom. I think that's crazy as hell. If another Negro, so I'm trying not to use that N word, we use the other N word, come and tell me how we cannot let Donald Trump get in office again. I'm gonna be like, if you don't get your ass away from
But
me,
Londa, when you say sinking to the bottom, some black people don't feel like they're at the bottom because they get to shop where white people shop. They get to live in neighborhoods where white people are. Their children can have children with white people. Some of us do not realize that that don't mean shit, and we still at the bottom as far as economics and community.
okay, you bet
So
me.
everybody does not realize they don't realize that we're not advancing, that we actually backtracking because we don't own as much businesses as we used to own. Just say back in the 70s or 60s, you know what I mean? So no, people don't realize that we're at the bottom. We think that we made it,
I don't know how we not looking at the news and they got $6 billion for Ukraine, but they can't talk about reparations.
and they're not going to because they don't feel like they did anything wrong to us. Reparations for what? Reparations for what? We
Every
telling you how they
rock
think,
you,
and they
I
feel
get
like
you.
they.
Every rock you turn over, it's on us. The drug war funded the other wars
But
that
we
they were
saved
telling
you.
other countries.
We saved the African Americans by giving y'all slavery. Y'all learned job skills. You learned
Oh
how to work
shit!
together. You learned how to build. I'm telling you, I'm just being devil because I've heard white people say
I get
stupid
you.
shit like this. Y'all learned how to do field work. You learned how to build things. We made you laborers. We gave you education. We gave you Jesus Christ. Like, what more do you want? We've given you religion. We've taught you a skill. I've heard white people say this about slavery. So give you
Yo,
reparations for what?
we are in
We
hell of
did
a
y'all a
trouble,
favor by
man.
getting y'all out the bushes of Africa,
Yeah,
out of the mud huts.
yeah.
So
The shit
why
won't
should we
put.
give y'all reparations? We saved your black ass.
That's crazy.
You've been running around the African continent with no shoes on. That's how they think. I'm just being honest. I've heard, me, and
No,
I'm a
I'm
documentary buff.
laughing
So
yeah, I'm laughing because I can see them really saying some shit like that.
yeah, they've said it. I ain't making this up. I am not making this up.
I know you're not, but I also think some of us are so ignorant we'll believe it.
Hell yeah.
We'll believe it. So my thing is, I
Hell
think you're
yeah.
absolutely right about Kanye. I think he's both. I think in America, you almost have to be as crazy as this nigga to live, because we see what happened when he said George Bush didn't care about black people. Niggas was tripping on
That
that.
was
Why
hilarious.
would he
That
say that out loud? Because it's true. What is you talking about? Now he has been
And I
really
think
quiet.
sometimes knowing so much can make you crazy. You ever know like a genius? They be so smart it just makes you crazy, or you know so much information and nobody believes you, so it makes you kind of go insane. That's what I feel for Kanye sometimes. Like, and I think when his mom died, something happened with him. I don't know what the hell it was, but something clicked when Donda died. Act like I know her. But something happened with him when his mama died. And I think he just, and in Hollywood, in the rap game, it's a lot of weird shit going on. We don't know what Kanye seen and was a part of. We really don't know.
That's real talk. That's real talk.
Yeah,
I
we
agree.
don't know.
Oh yeah. So this sister here,
Woo. 21-year-old New York student sentenced to a year in Dubai jail after touching an airport security guard arm during a strip search. She is out, by the way. But yeah, I guess she was passing through, just a layover or a connecting flight. And they wanted her to take off her waist trainer. She had a waist trainer on because she had some type of surgery. She couldn't take it, tell them it couldn't take it off because of her surgery, whatever. And she touched her arm and they locked her ass up. I think people are so used to disrespecting authority in America that they forget they in other countries. This is a West Peace, brother. One gone.
Yeah.
I think people are so used to doing what the hell they want to do in America. You know, dressing how you want to dress, saying what you want to say, assaulting the police, assaulting your parents, fighting the school teachers. She probably like get your arm off me, and they locked her ass up. So I think we have to stop taking Western ways over to other places and expect them to be treated like you are in America because she got locked up. She out now.
Well,
But
I think
yeah,
when you travel to other countries, it's still okay for you to learn about where you're going and brush up on what their cultural norms are. Like, for instance,
a lot of Americans have an arrogance though.
no, but hold on,
Americans have an
I'm giving an
arrogance out of
order.
this goddamn world.
Yeah, I'm giving an order. I'm saying it is still okay to, if you're going to China, figure out what the norms are because you're going into their house.
Hmm.
If you know you wear dirty socks with holes in it, you may not want to go in somebody's house where you got to take your shoes off and walk on the carpet. If you got coins on your feet that you're not very pleased with, you may not want to come in somebody's house where they got to see how rough your goddamn feet is, even though you got on a pound of makeup. You know what I'm saying? You just may not want to do that. I think a lot of this has to do with people not respecting cultural norms because we
Or
have this
cultural
bad habit.
differences, because they
Yeah,
have a difference of culture with them.
right. I feel like we have this thing where everybody's going, and us, even us Black Americans or whatever the hell you call us these days, we got it the worst because we are going. I've been in other countries, be like, well, why ain't nobody speaking English? Because you're in Mexico and everybody speaks Spanish. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Because I've looked, I've traveled, and some Black people have did some ignorant,
This
ignorant,
damn lot is
ignorant
crazy.
shit. When you be like, dude, we are in a Latin American country. Most of them is not speaking English like that. And then when they rush around and call you he because they don't know how to do the he she shit, like you man, well this I'm a she. Well, nigga, we look. They have
You
rules
got
to
a
their
laptop.
Spanish for their language, right? So, and I hope the sister did this on the accident, but I'm saying to myself, I don't ever remember touching any TSA in the American airport. You come through like this, they do the body thing, they touch you, but I don't
Hmm.
ever remember touching them. So, sis, look, you probably should go on a speaking tour about the shit you don't do when you go to another country. Because I'm getting sure your ass being locked up was scary as shit.
Hell yeah.
Okay? Because though they're a rich country, they probably rich because they ain't doing shit for poor people. You heard?
Mm,
So you should go on a
that
speaking
part.
tour of the shit and stay the hell out of Dubai. I'm so sick of niggas. Stay
This
out of
is
Dubai.
probably like the this is probably like the fifth or sixth person in the last couple of months that did something in Dubai and got their ass locked up. I don't know
If
why
black
they want to
women,
go over there playing with them people. You
look
can't
here,
walk
get
over
your
there with
hair wrap
spaghetti straps
on.
on and all that. Like,
Look,
yeah, they got
look,
rules over there. I
look.
don't know why
Get
y'all
your
keep
hair
messing
wrap.
messing with them. They're not playing.
Look here. Get your hair wrap on. Learn Hamdulillah and Assalamu alaikum and that. Learn that shit before you go over there. That may save your damn
Just
life.
shut up and go like this everywhere. Just shut up and go like this and get on with your goddamn day. You don't have to say nothing.
I
Americans are
think
very
we
vocal as well.
I think we show up and we be trying to act like we gonna teach people. Well, America, we the big, we big. No, you can do that as a white man, but you can't do that as a black person from America. I'm surprised they came and got our ass out because you would have been sitting over there. You
Mm-hmm.
ain't no basketball player.
Yep.
You better not be from Philly, sis, because you ought to know better. See, that shit is 10 times rougher than North Philly or Kensington Avenue. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta stop
Mm-hmm.
fucking around with Dubai, y'all. I'm saying just
I don't
stay
know
the hell
why.
out of Dubai. Stay out. Just do it. I had a layover in Dubai. I did not leave the airport. When they was doing the call of
She
prayer,
didn't either.
I just set my ass right there. They did the call of prayer. I just looked at people and kind of act like I was praying, but I was really asleep because I was being respectful.
I can't
I
with
don't
you.
mess around because ain't nobody coming for me. I've been in another
I
country. I'm gonna
can't.
be ass out because I'm black. So she was very
I'm coming
lucky.
for you, sister. I'm
Yeah,
coming. I'm
I
gonna
know.
come get
But
my sister up now.
nobody gonna be like,
You know
she
I'm just
don't play
fucking with you.
basketball. She don't like me. So she can ride her ass over there.
Well,
That's
you
what
know what?
I do.
The sister that played basketball, they left her ass over there for a little bit in Russia.
They
So
sure
you can
did.
play basketball. They still gonna leave your ass over there. This drink is so good, y'all.
Oh
Lord
shit,
Jesus.
y'all.
Oh,
Look
this drink
here.
is so good. I'm
I'm
sorry.
just saying, keep your ass out of Dubai.
That's it.
I
That's all.
saw.
Like I don't.
So listen, there's a video we cannot show y'all because I will not show no shit like this. But this is some two little toddlers caught on tape doing some act like she would. Cause I can't even say this shit.
The little boy is acting like he is performing fellatio on the little girl, and the little girl is holding his head, pushing it down to her private area. What the fuck are we teaching our kids, and
Do
what are
we
we
go
doing
lock?
around our
Do we
kids?
go lock her parents up? What the fuck do we do?
Hell yeah. It definitely needs to be CPS in the house and some parents in classes and some check-ins because those babies are seeing some shit going down that they should not be witnessing as toddlers. For them to be emulating oral sex is inappropriate. Somebody is getting it on around these kids and that shit ain't cool.
Yeah.
And it better not be their grandma.
What's up with Usher in the skirt?
What's
Maybe,
up with all black
maybe
men
he's
wearing
Irish.
dressy
Maybe he's
skirts and
Irish.
purses?
Maybe he's Irish or Celtic or something. I
Bro,
don't
that's
know.
Louis Vuitton he got on, or whatever the hell his
Oh,
name is. That's what that he ain't no damn Irish. He from Atlanta. And
oh,
no, a lot of black stars, a lot of black rappers and athletes all wear dresses, purses, and skirts and shit like that, and nail polish. And I don't see any white athletes or white singers doing that. I just don't. Any straight white actors and singers and athletes doing that. I just don't. I don't know what Usher doing. I think he got on little Bobby socks. So he got little socks up to his. Look at them fucking socks. Like they got this nigga dressed like a Catholic school student.
oh!
This is if look at this
I
fool.
didn't see that.
He looked like he going to Catholic school. Like this shit is sick. This is sick. And he's a father. So your boy seeing you with some Bobby socks on and a skirt. Usher, come on.
Did you say Bobby
Come
socks?
on, Usher.
I don't
This
know.
is ridiculous.
So, do you think this got something to do with P Diddy? They blaming P Diddy
Good
for
question.
everything. So shit,
Well, you know, P.
I
Diddy
think
did say this is out of his mouth. Ain't no allegedly. He said him when Usher was 14, they used to wake up in the bed together, eat cereal. He said, wait a minute, I ain't been in the bed together. So I don't know. And I know they did ask Usher's mom would she ever send him back to if she could do it over again, send him back to P. Diddy's house for his boot camp, and she said no. So I don't know. I don't know if we could blame Usher. And this nigga's a fucking 30-something years old. Somebody blame Usher for him having P. Diddy for having no skirt on. He been wearing pants. So no, I'm not gonna blame Diddy for this. I think some people are selling out because I'm be honest. We all know the LGBTQI plus community kind of run media, run every goddamn thing. People are doing all kind of shit now so they can get more recognized. Period. Like Niecy Nash, I love her to death. You know, well, not like that, but she's a cool actress. She was manly, sexy, sex symbol. Men want me, and then she got a woman that looked like a dude because, and then she blew up. She hosting shit. She got more shows. People do this shit to get in. That's
mm,
what I think. To get into
oh,
whatever they're trying to get into. Just my opinion. What you think? You think that got something to do with P Diddy?
well, I think you explained it well. I just feel like over the last 2 weeks, I've been hearing all of this stuff about him allegedly killing, being a part of what happened to
Biggie
Tupac and
Smalls.
Biggie. I don't know. What do
Mm.
you think, Khadijah?
Peace,
Hey,
Tina.
Tina.
I don't know. I think a lot of people had a hand in that. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if Puppy had a direct hand. I know he benefited off of his death. But I don't know if he put the hit out or no shit. I don't know that, but I definitely think he benefited from his death. You
I
know,
don't know,
so
Khadijah. I just
he
kind
had
of,
all the royalties. He kind of owned Biggie at the time.
yeah. And I don't know, because he kind of act like I'm trying to pull something out as we talk. Because I think, I don't know, I just feel like if we had real men in our community, I don't think we would be seeing this kind of shit, like a man in a skirt. I'm just being honest. I don't think we would really see this kind of behavior
Look
if
at
we
this
had the
fool.
OGs that we grew up with. Because I don't remember being able to do no stuff like this.
Hell no, you ain't put. Yo, if they come in and see you playing with Barbie dolls, you probably get popped back in the day. Like, put that damn doll down. They didn't play all that. They didn't. So you damn sure couldn't wear no skirt and Bobby socks. That's just not gonna happen. But we did, it was a brother, I think it was in Michigan. I think it was Michigan. That was busting all the people that was trying to sleep with underage children. So he would pretend like he was them. He did his own little Chris Hansen thing. And he would act like he was them. And then when they meet up, he would bust their tires and shit and, report them and all kind of stuff. But he wind up getting killed. And protecting the black girls and boys in his community that were being targeted by predators online, and he wound up getting killed. So Rest in peace to this brother, because at least he went out for a call. So many black men die over bull crap. He died trying to protect young girls from being taken advantage of by predators. So my
Wow.
hats off to old boy, and I just wish it was more men like that could have had his back, and maybe he could still be here. But he was just like a solo person out on a mission, trying to get these people to stop trying to fuck kids.
I kind of want to talk about this Combs and Biggie, and they arrested somebody for Tupac's murder, and they
Mm-mm.
said that T Diddy really paid for it.
P Diddy, P Diddy.
I can't even get this nigga name, but he was Puff Daddy back in the day. But I just felt like I don't know. I don't know. There's been a whole smear campaign on P Diddy right now.
But this is not new news. When Biggie Smalls first died, they said that Puffy had him killed. This isn't new news. It's just resurfacing
I
because
guess
it's
his
been 20 some
bodyguard
years
that
ago.
came out and shared it with his mom and just all kind of stuff. And I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of stuff with Sean Puffy Combs that's just coming to light. And pretty soon he's gonna have to bury himself because I think there's a young buck out there that may act like he want to be famous. You understand what I'm saying? And I just feel
Hmm.
like he took. Though here's my real truth. Don't nobody be mad at me, okay? This is just what I believe. I ain't the only person. I think Tupac was cool, but to me, he was not like Malcolm X. He wasn't like Martin Luther King. He was good for like right now. Y'all like Jay Z. Nothing wrong with Jay Z, but Jay Z don't think he's Malcolm X or he has far more influence than Tupac because we like to worship dead people. When he was alive, how many of y'all had his back? How many of y'all stood up and tried to help the brother? How many of y'all do that? But when he died, you make him bigger than what he was. I wish he could have
They
felt.
always make dead people a martyr.
Yeah, I wish he could have
Hmm.
felt that y'all felt like that about him. They teaching class on him at UC Berkeley and shit. Like we got real fucking issues, and you want us to study a dead dude who didn't have no backup in
And
his
why
mom.
would you? And then it's wrong with yeah.
I don't understand that shit. That's why I can't really get
Mm.
with certain parts of the black community with this hip hop shit because to me it's garbage. And when y'all should say some shit, y'all don't say some shit. Y'all don't say
You
nothing.
right.
You know what I mean?
You
And
right.
so my
I
thing is,
agree.
if Diddy killed Biggie and Tupac, I'm the
What y'all
words of
gonna do?
Dr. Khalid Muhammad. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? You remember he said that shit.
Ooh.
If
Hmm.
Farrakhan killed Malcolm X, what the fuck y'all gonna do about it? That's the original quote that we heard. But I don't know. I just feel like I don't know how much of this shit with Diddy is people jealous because he's famous. Sometimes we do a lot of jealousy shit because people be famous and they got all the money and you work at Walmart. Some of the
You know
shit be
what?
some of the
You
shit
know
be
what,
like
Londa?
there's some truth in it. It's hard for us to believe it because why is he still walking around? If y'all know he cheated people out their contracts, hell, force this nigga to write everybody $1 million check. He's a billionaire. He can afford it. At least give
Mm.
them $1 billion and say I'm sorry for stealing your royalties because I was trying to reach the billionaire status.
He gave it back to him now. That's not worth anything.
Ain't worth shit. Yeah. But I also think
Oh.
Diddy is from the street. He
He
understands.
learned well from Clive Davis. He learned very well how to pimp the people that was on his roster. Learned
I
well.
don't know. I look at Biggie and I'm saying to myself, no disrespect. Look at Biggie. Would he really be friends with Biggie? No, dead ass
Just think
serious.
of Londa.
No, look, let me go to Tupac.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, he would have been friends with
you
Biggie
see
because they always
Tupac.
kept big goons around to fight people. Yeah, he would have been
Oh
friends.
shit, okay. I'm just saying, like his best friend. See, it take the bodyguard. Please go watch him on the YouTube. I watched all his interviews. I believe everything this fool said. He said Sean didn't really come through for him because after you agreed to hold water, and then the person don't pay you the water, so then you gonna have to come here to let the shit rain on them. I don't know. I don't know. I would like to believe in my heart of hearts that Sean Puffy Cone would not do this kind of shit. But you never know. Because people have climbed over a lot of black people just to sit next to a white person on the floor.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
You get me?
That's true.
I look at this picture. Look at it. Look at these pictures. Look at them together. Look. Then there was rumors that Sean Puffy Combs that Biggie was going to leave. Was
Hmm.
going to leave Sean Puffy Combs. That was the big rumor. And then he turned up dead. Didn't have no security
Yeah.
on him. None of the security guards had any weapons. How do you secure a body without weapons?
Hmm.
in the midst of a big beef between West Coast and East Coast. Like, come on.
A very convenient beef
Because-
where they both
because-
died, but the two people that had all the cards still alive.
Yeah, and they said
Yeah.
partly he was trying to gun for he was trying to gun for Suge Knight. So I don't know. I don't know. This some of this shit. This the other part. Some of this shit could have just been niggas killing each other. It could have been
Mm.
somebody who just got infatuated with Tupac because he was doing I'm on the West Side, right? And he was get. Sometimes you can get caught up in the energy that you don't know. Like when he was fucking with Haitian
This
Jack,
damn
he
Londa.
probably shouldn't have been fucking with Haitian Jack.
Yeah, they was
When
tell
Mike
yeah.
Tyson tell you you don't want to fuck with this nigga right here, you probably should. This is Mike Tyson, dude. And then they said Biggie told him
But
the same
Tupac
thing.
was also a little hard headed. You know what I mean? Like people was
That's
trying to
what
warn
I
him
think.
about a lot of shit, and he still was trying to do his own thing. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't take heed to warnings. I think he thought he maybe was
I
invincible,
think
or
I
he was
liked
just
him
so
when
popular he was gonna skate
yeah.
by. I don't know.
I think I liked him when Brenda had a baby, but I wasn't down with him and Death Row. I just wasn't. I didn't listen to that kind of shit. But
It's
it's
so
all
sad
good.
when Brittany had a
I
baby. I
think
can't with Londa.
yeah. I mean, for real, I
I
kind of
can't.
felt that part of him because I felt like that was some of the things he wrote I could relate to him and really feel his conscience. But the West Side shit, I just was like, dude, the Wild West. A lot of people got killed in the Wild West.
Hmm.
Wild West wasn't for everybody.
Hmm.
Usually, you can't trust
Yeah.
people. You feel me? I always say, who I like to hear their stories is I like to hear stuff from what's the dude's name? He cool now. He real cool and laid back now. A doggy dog. Snoop.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, when he shared
Well,
his story,
Snoop
I believe Snoop got
and
smart.
Snoop was getting caught up in that shit too because we was
He was,
alive
but
during
he
that
got
time.
pulled
He
out
was he
just
was
in
really
time.
getting caught up until people started dying, and when they locked his ass up, Snoop was not built for the jail life. That's when you seen a whole different Snoop when he brought his ass. I was a
No
we
real
had
talk.
Legends of the Music at that time. We had a music show only playing conscious music, so was Snoop went to jail. He came out a whole different person. He was like, yeah, nah, this shit ain't for me, and because he was trying to do that whole little West Side thing and all that. Then he was like, okay, this is gonna wind up getting my ass killed or in jail, and he's changed his shit up. So kudos to Snoop.
Yeah,
Oh, don't put. I'm
kudos.
so tired of this fool. These Bobby socks on.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I can't. He got on a goddamn Catholic school uniform.
Oh shit! You got my
I
stomach
can't.
hurting over here. Oh
This
God.
drink is
Okay,
so
hold
good,
on.
y'all. Like this
I,
is.
you know.
I done concocted some stuff right here that is bomb. Go ahead.
Okay, so here we go. This next one is coming up now, sissy. I'm getting better at my engineering skills.
Okay, so judge rules that James Weems Jr., the former police officer accused of sexual abuse at his wife's daycare, and she shot this fool, can be released on home detention. I think that's crazy. He should not be at home detention, and he's abused children. Like he
Wait a minute.
should be still in
He
jail until he gets a. He molested kids in his wife's daycare, and she shot his ass.
Here we go again. I
She
feel
shot
like
him.
a the equalizer should have took care of this fool. If there was
That
if
part.
the equalizer was real, if that Denzel character was real, he needs to be with the fishies because he's not gonna be able to control himself.
He can't. And they just sent him back home to create more victims. That's sad. Sad. And you know what's even sadder? I bet you some of his family members gonna still go over to his goddamn house with their kids. That's the
No,
sad
that's
part. I'm
I'm not
dead
laughing,
serious. Like
but it's,
that's the
it's real
sad
talk.
part about it. People do not like to. Oh, he was a cop. He wouldn't do that. And yeah, he did the shit. She shot his ass. But people will probably still have their kids around him.
I think they should cut his dick off. Like I think he should have to pay. They should cut his dick off and let it be permanent in his butthole. Just sew it in there and leave a little hole for boo boo. So every time he think he want to do something, he just can't. He have to shit on himself, and then I think we need real laws like that. Like, oh,
This damn
since you
Londa.
can't keep your dick in your
Hey,
pants, we just cut it
sissy.
off.
Hey, Kitty Diane.
We
Buford,
gonna
I
cut it
miss you,
off.
sis. Yeah,
Yeah, we
Shandelanda's
just
on the
gonna
road
cut it
today, and
off.
I
Oh no, because I get sick
definitely
of
think,
hearing these fucking
you know how in
stories. I
other
get so
countries you
sick of this
steal
shit.
something, they cut your hand off, you know what I mean, and stuff
That's
like
what
that.
I'm saying.
I believe the genitals should probably be removed and maybe his fingers.
Okay, now while we talking about this kind of punishment, y'all gonna be mad at me. I think as I get older, shit just gets real. I don't give a fuck what y'all think about Orange Man. I really don't give a fuck. But he may be on to something
You
here.
said Orange Man?
Orange Man, because Donald Trump is orange. This nigga ain't white. He's orange.
Damn, Londa
Okay,
gonna be the death of me
what
today.
what 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 do you
Hey,
say? Go ahead.
Shantae, 3,500. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're
Some
so
Burbank
silly.
people on here.
That's all right. Trump demands shoplifters be shot to end plundering and theft during his speech at a California Republican convention. Now, look, I
I
don't know
bet
this
you some of
silly
these
shit.
store owners agree with his ass. People are losing thousands and thousands of dollars of merchandise from people being able to go in and steal their shit. They are
I
they
think,
are
I
they
think
are
shooting
they
them
are
in,
losing a
I
lot,
think they
especially
should
look at
shoot
the
them.
mom and pop stores.
I think they should shoot them in the hand. I think if you want to
Uh,
shoot, either shoot them in the hand or the foot, so they can't walk their ass in and steal shit, and they can't use their hand to get the shit out. I think it may have to be. I think we're gonna have to start doing some shit because this stealing shit
oh,
gotta
so
stop.
hold on. Shantae says, I'm a manager at a grocery store now. So have you experienced that, Shantae, where they're coming in just taking a whole bunch of shit? She said it is ridiculous. So she already answered the question.
Yeah, I'm being serious.
I think Krista says, Shanda says, shot in the ankle, the hand or the ankle. Yeah, it got to
I'm
be
with
some type
your
of
ass. Cause
repercussions.
ain't
Like,
nobody gonna limp in and push no card out of shit. You know what I mean? Like
well,
I just
I
feel like
take there was a man. No, because a man robbed the store in a wheelchair and was pointing the gun between his feet. Remember that?
then
We seen the
somebody
whole footage. I
came up
think Keon
behind
put it
him
on his
and bust his,
page.
somebody came up behind him, they gonna bust his ass in the head. Just lay his
They
ass
should have just
out.
unhooked his
They should have
battery
knocked
from
his
his
head off
wheelchair.
with
I
a
think
like it was a banana. They should have just hit that
they
motherfucker.
should have just took the battery out of his wheelchair so he couldn't leave. That's what I would have did. He robbed
I
that shit
do
in the
think
wheelchair,
this shit.
y'all.
I think this shit is going too far. I feel like we've given people permission to do this shit. But I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
in one story, we can't show the video, but the black man tried to steal a cart full of cigarettes. Now, you know, these motherfuckers is $10 a pack. When I tell you these Arab men, they were Arab or either the towel head people, with the people with they were the things on the
Turbans,
head. Yeah, look
the
here, the
turbans.
turbans.
Mm-hmm.
Look, two of them held this man down and they beat this man's ass with like a bamboo stick. And all you can hear
Yeah, they
him
saw
do is
him.
saying, I'm sorry, ah, yeah,
Yeah, they was tearing his ass up.
they tore his ass up,
But
and
like
I
I
really
said,
enjoyed it.
they beat his ass.
I,
Shanti said they
I,
beat his
I,
ass.
I,
They
yeah,
did.
I enjoyed
But
that ass.
and they're probably a mom and pop store who can't afford for that to be happening. Like, I would hate to own a store and then somebody think they could just come in and take all my shit and I gotta feed my family.
Now
Like, where they do that at?
look here, Democrats. Y'all better steal his idea, because I don't think nobody's gonna come against y'all. Because people are tired of people stealing shit, and I'm tired of seeing black people. I know other groups do it too. Us stealing shit out of Walmart and then want to fight a black security person to get your fucking basket out. That shit's getting a little ridiculous. Like, come on.
Yes, I did. Did you hear the man saying you can't touch it before the air grabbed his ass? So yeah, and because it's probably the second or third goddamn store he hit up, Shantae, and they was like, "Oh, there
Oh,
his ass go right here," and we going,
he
yeah,
tried to
yeah,
say he could touch his ass. I didn't hear that part. I just was looking at the
yeah,
answer,
he
but
did.
oh my
That's why
god.
he was talking to them as he was
Woo!
stealing their shit like he was
Oh,
just grocery shopping. Like he
look,
was on the Price is Right. Or what's this
that
thing with what's the
come
TV
on
show where you can
down.
go shopping and you run through the store and grab shit? He had like he was on
Oh,
supermarket sweep. He had like he was on supermarket sweep, taking his time, stealing their cigarettes, and they beat his ass, and I'm glad they
got
did.
him thinking he has rights. Nigga, please.
Yeah,
I thought that ass
yeah,
whooping
he
was
did.
classic. I couldn't stop laughing. I said that was beautiful. That shit should be
Mm-hmm.
on a how they have the training. You could beat a person's ass with a bamboo stick. They was hitting this ass. It was hits like this though. They was hitting this motherfucker like he was going fucking money was gonna come out his ass. Like I'm gonna hit this pinata.
The pinata.
Oh my god.
Yep, it's sad.
I'm sorry. I
Funny.
just feel like this
That's
shit just
what he
got
gets. His
crazy.
show is what he gets in.
All right, y'all. I think this is our last one of the evening, please. I think we hit everything, but hold on. Let me
No,
get
we
to it.
didn't get about the sister with the IVF treatment.
Okay, wait a minute. So there's two more things. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm going down the thing because I know I'm trying to do my hold on. Oh, my shit done. Wait a minute.
I have passed out. Yeah, it's just getting. Well,
Okay,
I did see a
this is something for fun. Hold
Indian
on.
lady in Winco with me and Yasir, and she was stealing stuff and had her kids. She had two children with her, and they was stuffing shit all inside the kid's stroller and inside the. Oh, look at this fool right here,
Do we really
Lord
come
Jesus,
outside like this?
hell yeah, hell yeah, this is hilarious though. Y'all think I'm playing? I think it should be a ban on um lace fronts and eyelashes unless you have alopecia or something. But you shouldn't just be able to wear that all the time like that because the baby here be coming to their fucking eyebrows. I'm tired of that too. And let me say this right, disclaimer. I want truth serum right here. Excuse me. Grown women do not have baby hair. That's your sideburns. Those are your edges if you still have them. Grown women do
Oh
not have baby
shit.
hair. So stop. Some of our cousins do look like that. Thank you, Shanda. They do. But they got to stop with this goddamn baby hair that come to their
Uh,
eyebrows. Stop. It look like you got a rash on your face. Stop doing that. They even have baby hair stickers in the beauty supply where you can
they
get it
got
and put it
baby
on.
hair
It's
sticker side bars. Yeah,
stop.
yeah.
Stop. I'm
I
so
had
tired
to
of it.
feel that shit.
And
I had
I've
to.
seen some lace fronts I didn't even know was lace fronts. If I can't tell, you can't tell. But when you can see the netting and the makeup and the good, take that shit off, y'all. Stop. Put some regular twists in your hair, son. Just stop. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Las Vegas woman blasts CVS for mixing her IVF medication with abortion pill. They just killed my baby. That's how you mix that up. How did I think it was intentional? How do you mix that up? And don't they go to school for pharmacy to be a pharmacy tech to know what the fuck they giving out? You go to school for that. Just anybody can't go behind a counter and give out medicine. So hell no. I hope they
Black
compensate her big. It's not going to
people
bring back her child.
have no friends.
I'm just said, why do they want to be babies anyway? I don't know. It's mental health. Go ahead, Lon. I'm sorry.
Oh shit. This is y'all just coming. They really don't have baby hair. They pull hair from the
Yo, they
crown.
really don't have baby hair. They pull hair from the crown. Yeah, and it's crazy. Like I seen the girl, no lie, I swear to God. Y'all know I be up I watching shit late at night. The girl took like, braiding hair and she cut it and she put the glue right here and she like put it on the hair like this. Then she swooped out. Girl, it was I love this. I
Black
swear I
women,
remember when
please.
your sister had the talk show back in the day. Right?
Yeah,
Shantae go way back. Way, way back.
yeah. I just feel
But
like this
yeah,
is
this
one of
is
those
really
things
sad.
where,
I think this is
first of all, you
very
go in the
sad that
hospital to
this
have your
lady.
baby, you may die. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like the black women, look, y'all gotta, we gotta be a little bit more careful though, for real, y'all. Like, cause people really don't love us, like for real. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, and I also
And
think,
I think, and I mean, how much more careful can you be if you're going to
I know, I know,
place that gives you medication? You're assuming they're giving you your right medication. It's not like she went and brought some fucking IVF pills off the black market and she didn't know what she was getting. She went into CVS where they have hired trained pharmacists who spent many
that's
years in
true.
school to give you the correct medicine, and they gave her the wrong shit. You can't be no more careful about that.
Go ahead
So
and
that's
talk
why I
about
said I
that
think it was
CBS.
intentional. Let's talk
I
about
think
it,
it's,
Shannon. I don't own no stake in CBS shit.
I sure don't. I was just talking about
Say
did.
what you gotta say.
But I just feel like looking at this sister's face, that's not so. That's not cool.
I'm sorry they gave her the wrong medication, but I'm sorry she didn't read it up and down. I always tell them to ask for a consultation, and they may have given her one. See, that's the whole thing. It might have been a refill. We don't know because it says IVF medication. We don't know,
Now
and
that's
it
why I
might have been
pray.
in, it might have been in the packaging for IVF. See, should be intentional sometimes. I mean, I don't care what nobody say, and I
I
know
pray.
how people do people. I remember when we was. Well, I think you were in the hospital that just had surgery, and there was an older black woman that was your roommate. Remember?
Yes.
And they was treating this lady like shit, Shanda, like making, she was going, ow, I mean, they was tearing her up, pushing her. And I said, stop touch. I went off on it. I
She
didn't even
pulled
know the
that
old lady.
curtain back.
But
She
she did,
pulled that curtain.
I'm finna beat that nurse ass. Like, you want to calm down with this one, but we thinking, she's in the care of caregivers,
That's
caretakers
true.
that have
That's
empathy.
true.
You don't think the
I
nurse
remember
gonna
that.
be on here pulling your grandmother with her brittle bones? Shut up, sit up. No, bitch, you watch your mouth and don't touch her no more. Get another nurse in here because I'm about to beat your ass. You finna be in the bed next to her. You stop pulling that old black lady.
Yeah, you did. That
Because
lady,
I
she
mean,
never
sometimes
forgot
we think
that.
we're going somewhere to be treated well, and we don't know. I advocate for our people all the time. You have to. You have to,
Got
Shannon, because if we don't do it, who else gonna do it?
see. Sometimes what happens is, at least in some families, we have those street pharmacist relatives, and they're like, "Let me see what they gave you." They can look at the
Yeah.
shit and tell what it is. Cause you know what I'm talking about? They be like, "Oh no, you
Yes,
want to take
hell
this shit
yeah, I
from here?
do.
What shit is this? Is the wrong shit."
Yeah. Her ass about to be a dead. She really was about to be a patient, Tina.
Yeah.
It was an old lady,
She was
older
old black
lady.
woman,
She couldn't
and she
really
died
talk.
like a
She just
week
kept saying,
later.
ow, ow, ow. That's all I kept hearing. I pulled the curtain back. Like, bitch, you get, lady. I think the lady, she was black, but she wasn't from America.
She was a Filipino person. Cause remember we said cause she had
She's
an accent.
Filipino. Okay.
I
But
remember
I,
that.
I
She had
could
an
have
accent.
Filipino. Okay, yeah. Now, the
Yeah.
only thing I know is get your hands to yourself, bitch, and stop. Be nicer with this lady. Her ass about. She really was. Yes, they be like, this not the right man. Yeah, I'm telling you, her ass. Yeah, our street pharmacist family definitely know. Definitely. I remember when I had my surgery, it was like what kind of Norco they get? I'm like, girl, I don't know. I'm not taking this shit. I'm about to take ibuprofen.
Wait,
What
y'all,
color
you
is it?
know,
That's the 10 milligrams, the 5 milligrams. I'm like, how
yeah,
y'all
they
know
be
that?
knowing.
She
Hey,
said,
sometimes the street pharmacists be on their business. No
no
bedside manner.
bedside manner.
Absolutely. Y'all, I gotta lighten up the mood. I gotta show y'all this. Look at Luther's face.
Luther just, yeah, Luther was blown. Look at Whitney's hair, though.
What do
Look
you
at
look like?
Nippy. Do
What do you
y'all
look
know
like?
Whitney Houston's funeral? I took the day off work so I can watch it. I told the job my cousin had passed. I love Whitney Houston. That's Nippy, girl. That's like, yeah, I took the day off, y'all. I said that was my cousin. And she was my
Yeah,
cousin. Shit.
that's right.
We went
Shit.
right over the
But
bridge
look
off
at
of Philly.
Luther
She
though.
from
Luther
Jersey.
looking like, girl, you better look here. You play around with this note. I'm gonna come in here. You know.
Well, she
But
did her
I
note, but
love
then
both
Luther
of
did
them.
his woo. He did his
Yeah.
little woo and tore the shit up.
You know I
Yeah.
love Luther. You know I love Luther. Okay, y'all. Don't get mad at this next thing. We here to report the news. What the dude say he don't want no smoke, though. I
What
love
no
that guy.
smoke. Don't be talking about Anthony. He cracks me
I
up.
love when he said that shit. I'll be cracking up laughing, but I'll be watching the shit. Okay, so here's what we're gonna end the night on. Y'all ready for this? Hold on, what's the
Oh
other
God, what
comment?
she read.
Our cousin is
And our
Saturday.
cousin did it back. Now, thank you, Shanda. Thank you. I sat right there and watched Nippy's service and cried my ass, and I couldn't get through Aretha's. I couldn't sit through a
Yeah, it was
4 hour
too
funeral. I
long. It
couldn't
was too
sit through
long.
Aretha.
But I did see the
Go
clock
ahead.
yesterday.
Charleston White says some single mothers should stop pretending to be victims and looking to blame men for their mistakes. I watched a little clip from that. And what he was talking about in this clip, because Charleston White did some weird shit too back in the day. He a little fucking pedophile too. But he had a point in here. He was saying sometimes guys may trick you initially. You know what I mean? Like he may seem like altogether you have one child with him. He said, but then you realize he's not working, he's not a good person, he doesn't have good morals, and then you go on to have two, three, four more kids by him, or you go out and pick other men just like him to have more kids, and then you get mad when they don't take care of the kids. He had a good point.
And you get mad when people
He
don't
had a
put
good
up
point.
with the shit that the nigga don't take care of your kids. You're supporting
Mm-hmm.
cast, but like, nigga, I ain't really fucking with you because I don't agree with this shit. I don't know. Is this a hard thing for us to listen to? Seriously,
For
y'all.
some
Like,
people, yeah. For some people, I think absolutely. I think some people don't want to hear the truth. Think about you. We all know somebody that had. Thank God I ain't never been there. Thank you, Lord. But some people have children with people, and they're trying to hold on for dear goddamn life. And you 10 years in, and this nigga ain't never had no job. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't on none of his. He don't have no insurance. He on your job insurance, driving your car. And then somebody, then somebody, the one that the car breaks down, you got to borrow somebody else, and you got a whole grown man there living that you're living off of you. And then when you try to tell somebody about it, hell yeah, people don't want to hear it. Absolutely,
you
the
know what
truth
I used to
hurts.
hate? I used to really hate at the birthing project because it's closed now. When we go pick my mother for a doctor's
Some lack
appointment,
of accountability. Absolutely, they don't
it'd
want
be like three fucking cars in the driveway that's working, but we giving you a ride to your doctor's appointment as you get ready to have the baby for this nigga.
because you don't want to wake him up. Now that's some other crazy shit. What's crazier? Let me just leave that alone. They are not responsible with their vagina. So true. Sometimes women have babies with these sorry men because it allows them to play victim and people help them. Shanda, I love you. And people help them with their children. So what lesson are they learning? They like sex more than they like the Shanda, girl, I love you. Because Shanda, I said this. Some people, especially if they ain't have to really get it out the mud, Shanda, and people are assisting them. If you ain't really struggling with them fucking kids, and people keep giving you an out and keep getting you back, you're gonna have fucking baby 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because you getting all this assistance, you don't realize that it's a struggle. Straight up. Hey, cousin Barbara. Shannon, I was a single mom too. Don't get it twisted. Me and my husband co-parented before we got together to get married because I was kind of hard headed. You know what I'm saying? I didn't no man telling me shit. And we got we had I thought all relationships was like some examples that I had where the women just walk around meek and the men do what the fuck they want, sleep with who they want, go where they want, do what they want, and that was not going to be Khadijah. So I did not plan on getting married.
Kind of like
So
a
but
gangster,
we co-parented well, very well, and now we've been married, since 2021. But been together for many years. But had somebody been, he wasn't a deadbeat, thank God. But I know people who men or men, I miss Pat, the men's, but how some men don't work
though.
and they have 3, 4 babies by different men, and none of the men take care of their children. I'm not talking trash people
Yeah.
experience. And yeah, I know that. I know you're not talking trash. And to be honest with you, Shannon, you didn't even have to get that disclaimer because we see how beautiful your twins are and how you
Yeah.
put in time with them
Sacrifice
and
for them.
cultivate all
Yep.
their greatness. So we know it wasn't coming from an evil place. But we don't, when we talking truth, y'all, it ain't negativity, it ain't bashing people. This is the fucking truth. This is our community. This is some people in our community. We always say y'all being negative. No, this is our fucking reality. We have so many single mothers, and I know some really deadbeat bitches too. Don't get me wrong. I know some women who are poor excuses, and the men are raising their children. Like for instance, my husband has children. When we met, he was a single father of two. I was a foster parent. But to me, him with his children was a turn on for me. Like he working two jobs and taking care of his kid. So I know some women who don't handle their shit either. So I'm not just bashing the men, but I'm just talking about I know more women who take care of men. That's
Yeah.
than the men that don't take care of no goddamn business.
So, Khadijah, is this love though? Because we talk about this
Fuck
love
no, it's called use.
energy.
It's called use. It's now the woman may be in love with the ideal of having a relationship. Okay, the man is in love with not paying shit and leeching off your ass. That's what he's in love with, and he want to make sure you stay in a position to continue to leech so he can be a fucking bum. That's why a lot of men who use women move you away from your family, or they keep you around for people who gonna tell you the fucking truth. They only keep you around people who gonna condone the bullshit so he can keep living off of you. Same thing with women. I don't like your mama. Your mama always telling you I'm out hoeing because you is out hoeing. You go to the club 4 times a week. So people, it goes both ways. I'm just being honest. It goes both
You is
ways.
out home.
And I don't know where I think for me, I'm not used to seeing black women in that regard. So it's
Me
perplexing for
too.
me. Even back in the day, a man had to you got to have a job. If you
If
want to
you
be, you
wanna
had to have
be with
something out this
me,
motherfucker
ain't
other than a
nothing
stiff
going
penis.
on but the
You
rent.
had to have something more than a stiff penis.
Okay.
Period.
Wait a minute.
And now the only thing you need is a stiff penis, and half the time the shit ain't even probably stiff. They just want a man next to them so they can say they got a man. That shit's crazy to me. I'd
Wait a
rather
minute.
be single by my
Check,
goddamn self.
check out
What
Shanda's
I
next comment
recognize is
though.
that women who take, huh?
Read a comment.
What I recognize is that women who take care of men just like to be in control and like to control other people outside of themselves. So they have lack of self control. I agree. I
Khadijah,
agree,
that's why I'm
Shanda.
going like this.
I agree. Nope, yeah. Being the floozy, exactly. Being the floozy and get mad because his mama telling him he could do better than your little nasty self. And go ahead and get with Sister Sarah from the church, but the grandma don't know she a freak on the weekend too. You used to go to church to get a good mate, but shit, not now. Not
They
now.
said that the church is not a museum for saints, but a hospital for sinners.
That's
Probably
deep.
not the best place to meet somebody.
That's deep.
I'm just saying. You have better luck meeting
That's
somebody in
really.
rehab. I'm just saying. At least you know they got shit going on. I think meeting somebody in sainthood doesn't allow you to see who the fuck this person really is. Because who
Mm-hmm.
you are in church and who you are outside of church may
Two
not
different
be the
people.
same fucking person.
I
I'm
agree.
just saying. I just, sometimes women are in love with being a savior. They're in love with like fixing niggas. Some people, they should just go take a mechanics class and they can fix all the shit they want. But I think you can't fix human beings. Like I just think
And I think black women think that they are a rehab center. You know, I tell people that the ER is a hospital for your physical body, and the church is a hospital for your spirit. Yeah, I agree.
yeah,
I agree.
I just feel
I
like, do
agree.
y'all think there's something wrong with people coming to church with their titties out? What if that's the only shirt they got? Do we
Well,
lay
then,
on
and then, no, you wear it. You wear the shirt, and then they used to do like old school. They bring you something to cover that motherfucker. We got a shirt. They got every church got a clothing closet. People go to church back. We used to go to church. Your mama somebody having something short. They bring her
it?
a little cloth to put over her goddamn kneecaps, baby. Nobody looking up them thighs. They put a little cloth right over them legs. Same thing with the shirt.
That's
Cover
so true,
the titties.
Khadijah. I remember
Go
that.
on and put a little blazer on. Get Sister Mary's old blazer and cover them chi-chis up. And I think, and it says come as you are, and that just means in your mental state or whatever. It don't mean come in there butt ass now you're going to the club. Like y'all take this shit too far with the. It's not telling you to come looking like you're going to the
Oh
club.
shit.
It's too much.
Now, now I'm trying to find this video, Khadijah, of the picture of this church dude
Oh
praying over this woman, and I call it when prayer. What's that? Prayer going wild. I keep
yes.
finding shit. I
Y'all,
just
he's praying for this sister, and she's got some hips, big booty. You know what I mean? Black woman shape. He's praying for her. He's shaking all around the sides, and then he shakes her ass, and he shakes her hips, and he's like gripping. What kind of prayer Guy about to come through the ass. Like, what is?
He's praying the devil out.
Huh?
He praying the devil away.
She said, I think it's inappropriate. It's definitely inappropriate. It's inappropriate. It's just, and they know better. But some women, I've seen people, and I'm not going to put this church on blast, but it was one pastor that my sister was a member. She still is a member. And they used to come sit in this pastor face with they chi-chis and shit out. They skirt so tight you could see they underwear print. Buttons about to pop out. They fucking blazing, but they was wanting this pastor. Because, you know, he chocolate brother, dressed nice, little muscles. They would come to church looking like
It ain't
straight
many
up.
men in church, though, too. That's just we got to put that part in.
That part. And you know what the funny part is? He married somebody outside of the church. Wasn't he part of the congregation? I thought that shit was funny to me. He went and got somebody from a totally different town and city. Y'all out here with all your goodies out, and he still ain't want y'all.
Hold on. So, hold on, y'all.
I don't know.
I gotta let
I
her
don't
leave
know.
on the note. I can't find the thing because this is okay. I'm gonna give her something else. Hold on, y'all. We gonna leave on a funny note. Excuse me, I jumped up the goddamn thing. Hold on.
Who are you running from?
Nothing, nigga. I thought somebody was coming inside. I didn't see. I didn't
Oh,
hear the
you
door.
tripping?
But my mom said that's the devil.
You tripping?
You didn't see shit. All right, y'all. So on a funny note, y'all.
Oh God.
Mine. I won't live to see another day.
So the
Okay,
basketball player, y'all, he used to have braids or locks or
Because
something like
tonight
that.
will be the night that I will
And
fall
he
for
came and he said
you.
this is new emo
Ever
look.
again, don't make me change my mind. I won't live to see another day.
He came with
y'all.
that new hairdo, and his players was dying. Like his teammates was like, "What the hell?" They was dying laughing. He
He
said
look like
he's
I don't
emo.
have to take my clothes off. That's what the fuck he look like.
No, don't even do him like that, cause his damn flat iron was like
I'm gonna
Andre
find a picture real
3000.
quick before we get off of here. What's this
He
cat's
said, "What
name?
now?
Jimmy. What?
Who?
Did y'all see the
I don't
dude's new
know.
hair? Y'all know I
I don't
gotta throw
remember.
some shit in there. But I don't know. Do y'all think what's going on with young brothers out here? What the fuck's going on?
I think they searching for themselves, and like I said, I'm gonna say it again. I think there's a certain type of culture out here where if you are part of the alphabet community, that you get a step up somewhere. Him looking like that, acting like he all emotional, talking about he's emo. Now he painted his fingernails black. He got this fucking fine over his hair, like Coraline. I don't know. I really don't know. I think I'm tired of it. I wonder what his mama think. That's what I wonder. What his mama, his grandmama think.
I'm gonna tell y'all something.
What?
Oh, I'm trying to get this. Hold on. I'm just trying to find you with the dude.
You
Emo.
trying to do what?
They call his haircut an emo haircut.
I said he said he's emo now. He said that's called
Oh
emotional.
shit!
But he's saying he's an
Oh,
emo person now. That's why he got the black nails and all
but
this kind of shit. Like,
I'm
boy,
gonna say
sit
this
down.
though. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this because I can't find it, man. So we can wrap this shit up. I really believe that it is so scary out here being a black man.
And I agree.
What she said?
She
Oh,
said he wants some new fans.
somebody said Dennis
They want to be
Rodman.
women.
Yeah.
They want to
Yeah.
be women without the periods.
So this is what I was gonna say. I think sometimes in America, being a black man is so scary to some black men that they would rather be
They
anybody
try to
but.
escape.
Yes, I think it's
But does
because
he understand even being emo, he's a black man still?
but he
Even
gonna
if
find
you
that
want to
out
put the
though.
fake titties in, you're a black man with titties like that. Are you still black? Maybe it's an overtake of estrogen. No, he just a weirdo.
I think these men are scared to death. But I feel like if they get to get all the blowback women get, they will switch their ass back over to being a man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sick of seeing scary ass black men wanting to be everything but what the hell they are. And the world will tell them who they are.
Exactly.
That's the beauty of this whole thing to me. Cause you can run all you want, player. When you get stopped by the car, they're gonna beat your emo ass. Don't get it twisted. Cause they don't see none of that shit. They don't care about the black fingernails. They don't care about
Mm-mm.
your straight perm. They don't care about none of that shit.
You said about your
None,
what?
straight perm. You can
I
blow
thought you
dry
said
your shit.
stripped.
No, they you can blow that shit to the cows come home. They will still see you as a black man, and that's the
True.
absolute truth. So I
That's
don't know.
true.
I just feel like We should let the emo community come when they finally something happened to this little nigga. Let them go out the street. Cause I ain't got time to be fucking with no emos. I'm black. No motherfucking emos ain't never show up for
That
me.
part. That part.
I excuse. I said, let me excuse you. That's I don't know. I'm not trained in emo. I don't know nothing about none of this shit. Y'all got me all. I'll be all right. I think black people got
So
something going
if you
on.
had a girl that came to your class and she said she was emo and she has nails on and now she's going to be refer to her as Jimmy and
I
you know
would
because
tell
she's a
her. I would tell her she needs to go to the male class. This is a class for women who have a womb and who identifies as a girl. And you not at this point, so it's okay. So I had two girls in my other class. I said, I think y'all in the wrong class. I think y'all should be in class with boys. They're like, no. I said, because I don't want you in here trying to get with girls, because that's not what I'm here for. You have to do that at lunch,
mhm.
but you can't do that in here with me today. And they were like, huh? I said, I'm dead ass serious. Like,
Uh,
it's not okay. Like, we just not y'all energy. And then one girl has two moms because they're both gay, and now this is what's hurting her, honestly. And I said to myself, I
that's her
get that.
norm.
Yeah, I get that, but that's not what I'm trained in.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And I feel like the same way you want your rights, the people who are not like you need their rights protected. And I think
Absolutely.
that's what black folks have. Talk about the protection of your kids because their shit is made on the assumption that we've already got something that black folks never got.
Hmm.
Now do that shit with white people. Go to the Christian
They're
Bible
not
Club
going to.
class and take your ass in there and tell them that the Bible's wrong and we doing this today. They will fucking
Like,
boot your crazy ass up out of there because they have every
yes,
right to have their Bible Christian club, which is nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? But I feel like, yeah, like I think we gotta, yeah,
not going.
like,
I
yeah,
think they have to stop infringing on other people's beliefs and how
that's
they live. Do you? I don't care if you worship street lights. I don't give a fuck if that's your savior. That's fine. Don't tell me I need to worship him and don't try to. You know what I mean? That's the problem I have with it. That's it. That's right to call them out. That's what I do. Yeah,
I
that's
really
right. Roll
feel
call them
like
out. Yeah.
I really feel like that's what has to happen. But let me tell y'all this though, black folks, have some courage. Because this where people see shit really change when white people feel some kind of way. I remember
Hmm.
at a certain school district meeting I went to, and they was talking about they not gonna be doing the Pledge of Allegiance and some other shit. They don't want prayer in school. And when I tell you them fucking white evangelical Christians showed up in that motherfucker and showed out, and they was like, "Oh no, we were just discussing it. We're not making that happen."
Hmm.
But that's power, family. Y'all gotta stop showing up when little Jimmy was bad as fucking school, and then somebody bust him over the head with a pipe. Stop showing up for shit like that all the time. Y'all know Jimmy ass is bad. Y'all be probably beating his ass at home. You should have pulled your fucking kid out when you knew you couldn't handle him. You sent him to school with
Okay.
other people to handle your kids. No, dead ass is. We would come up to the school on some bullshit for real. Like
Yeah.
black. That's why nobody
Hmm.
believes us when we say the roof on fire. They be like, "Look at these niggas." Because when something's
Hmm.
really happening, y'all don't show up. Y'all act like it's a conspiracy theory. Y'all gotta let that conspiracy shit go because now everybody knows that this shit ain't real.
Hmm.
And y'all know y'all kids
You
don't
do
be right.
you. Don't push that on
No,
me. That's where I'm
yeah,
at, Shanda.
yeah. You know your kids ain't right, and you still send their ass off to school.
Hmm.
You know why black men don't want to be teachers? First of all, it don't pay shit. And second of all, men don't want to deal with their own fucking kids. What the fuck want to deal with your kids for? They're like, look here, I have to leave my house and leave my kids in it with my wife. I gotta go for a walk. Why would they want to be in class with your disrespectful ass kid?
Real
Challenging
talk.
everything you do, bitch. You ain't gotta challenge me. You can really leave, motherfucker.
And
You
before
got homeless people. They would love to have you in their camp.
we switch subjects, since we're talking about schools, you Umoja school, the sister did a wonderful naming ceremony, had everything out, and she was verbally assaulted by some people after she had her opening ceremony. About she what did they, I don't what did they tell her? She was making the
They
school black or some
yeah,
shit. They didn't like the name, and
school black. They ain't like the name. Now, mind you, she took a principal called Unity and named the school after Unity, Umoja, Umoja.
hmm.
And white people see they don't see a reflection of themselves. Some of them they get an attitude. It's kind of like, nigga, how dare you be awake? How dare you affirm yourself? Well, nigga, we've been going to Kid Carson. This motherfucker was a fucking racist and a geneticist and everything else. So we changed the name that something that everybody could get with. And you motherfuckers got a problem with it. I wish I hadn't left early like I did. I had stuff to do. Because I
Girl,
have made it
that was
today.
nothing but God that we left early, because it would have been
I
a
would
whole
have
different thing.
laid. She said, we could disenroll your kids right now. But see, they didn't want to do that. Fucking devils. You didn't want to do that. Fucking Lucifer's children. Fuck out of here. Like how you gonna do her like that? She trying to be as fair to everybody. Shit. Fucking Satan's nieces and
I'm
nephews.
sorry.
Out of
The
here.
fucking Lucifer's children.
I can't
Before
stand
we
that
go,
shit.
real quick, I want to know your opinion on what's happening with Palestine and Israel. What's going on there? What's your opinion on that?
Why you asking me this shit?
I
This is
just
gonna be
want your opinion. You
unpopular
ask me
opinion.
my opinion all the goddamn time.
It's gonna be unpopular because I listen to people. First of all, I am a full black woman. My mom ain't never passed for shit but a black woman and a big black woman. Okay, I don't give a fuck about the Palestinians, and I don't give a fuck about Israel. Okay, they fight way across the water, and both of these motherfuckers ain't been so good to black people.
Say that again.
So I feel like Khalid Muhammad. The real land issue ain't been raised yet because y'all know it ain't either one of y'all's.
And I'm asking you that
Both of
because I
y'all
seen
made,
some
both of
pro-black,
y'all
red,
made
black, and
people.
green people. I'm asking you that because I seen some pro-black, red, black, and green people saying how we need to be aiding those and helping those out. I'm like, if you don't get out of here.
What's going on? Israel has declared war on Hamas, which is AKA Palestine. Let's keep it all the way a buck. And our government is probably gonna send them over some money because the Israel is so powerful. The Jews are so powerful that you ain't fucking with them. And I don't know if I could be mad about that. See, I don't be mad at motherfuckers because my community can't do basic shit like not shop in the store. We can't do basic shit like show up to class and volunteer. We can't do real simple basic shit like stop buying expensive tennis shoes and your kid can't fucking read. Like we can't do basic shit. So my thing is I have because you know how I feel. I said I don't give a damn about Palestine or Israel because them niggas get to America and treat us like shit. See, black people need to see the world through the lens of how people treat us. That's what Jewish people do. Is somebody pro-Israel or do you respect that we was in the Holocaust and we deserve money? I can't be mad at them because they fucking gangster about their fucking life, and we gonna get mad because they ain't gangster about our life. Ain't their job. That's your job. If you felt like your ancestors were treated wrong, well, nigga, do right. Raise your kids better. Let them know their history. Don't give them watered down shit. You act like teaching people about slavery is somehow gonna make them dumber than the fuck they are right now. Your fucking kids is dumb as shit. They don't even understand that it's a benefit that they ask to read. That they can go to a fucking school. Dead ass serious. I cannot be mad at Jewish people. I don't give a fuck.
You right. Jews is powerful. They own blocks in New York, blocks of businesses. They own that over the world. Let me tell you
who else owns blocks in New York, and particularly in Brooklyn. Caribbean people. Because they owned the part of Brooklyn that black people used to have. And the dude told me out his mouth. That's why I love when people can be real with me. Why would I be upset? He said the white man will always pay the black man who don't owe, but he's not going to pay the black man who do owe. He said that's how we got this part of Brooklyn. I couldn't even be mad. I said, God bless y'all. Now they're struggling a little bit because some of them has been hit with the bug of let everybody in. So they have their little inner fighting going on, but goddamn it, they still own their part of Brooklyn. Just like the Jews own part of Brooklyn. Everybody own part of Brooklyn but niggas. That's Adolf or foundational Black Americans or African Americans, we don't own our part because we keep gentrifying and let motherfuckers buy shit, or Big Mama will work her whole life to save some shit and you gonna sell it because you want to live in a part of the community that you can't own, and then that shit go down and you ain't got shit. So we give our shit away. It ain't called gentrification. It means y'all let the shit go. Quit blaming white people for buying them shit that you let go because you didn't think it was good enough because you want to live where the fuck they live. Don't get mad. Get glad, get some do right about yourself, and fucking hanker down and own your shit. Buy some shit. You motherfuckers always want to live in communities, but they only like to see your black ass. They don't even want to see you with your cars on the lawn and shit. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Nobody want to smell weed smoke for hours, all 24 hours a day. Nigga, don't you go to work? I can see on the weekends
Nope.
or in the evening, but every fucking day, my nigga,
All day
like,
long.
come on.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Why am I? So no, I don't really give a damn about the Palestinians and Israel. Them just two cousins having a fucking
So you're not
disagreement.
going to send them any. You're not going to send any
I'm a,
collect anything
I'm a,
for the children.
I'm a send them a none of my business card. It ain't none of my motherfucking business. Now I see other
Ah,
black people that God bless you. God bless you. None of my business. Ask how Palestinian Americans treat black Americans. How about that?
hmm.
Let's talk about it. How they
We
treat
already
us.
know the answer.
How they treat us. How all immigrants treat black people once they get here.
Alicia says nobody's talking about the African and Caribbean banding together for war. Yep.
Well, that's a whole nother.
I
Some of
asked.
them probably would get there because most of us, Alicia, this is what I know. They say at least 1/3, maybe it's 2/3 of Black Americans have one ancestor that's either from the Caribbean, mainly from the Caribbean, because Africans just started getting here. Like the continental Africans just got here in the last like 20 years. But I'm saying back to the 1800s and 1700s, most of us have an ancestor that is from the Caribbean islands, somewhere in the Caribbeans. Just like just like that famous brother, the picture of the brother with the whelps on his back that Will Smith made the movie about. Do you know that brother was Haitian? We use that photo everywhere. That man was from Haiti, who had those whips on his back, who fought in the Civil War. So all of us have at least one great whatever grandparent that is from the Caribbean islands or Haiti or something like that. But see, we don't talk about that because then you'll understand when you get to this country and you start talking shit. Now, mind you, I met some Caribbean people. You know what I'm talking about, Khadijah? This person is really from Latin America, who she black. But this nigga, every time she want to talk about black people, it's like, we ain't doing something right. It's like, bitch, take your ass back to your country. You ain't got to stay here. But you stay here because in your country it's dangerous to the motherfucker for a nigga like you because you a scary nigga. So I know you wouldn't do good in those countries because they cut off fingers and toes and hands and shit. And you talk that shit, they'll fuck around and your bad haircut and have some cut off fingers to match. Don't get it fucking twisted. But I just feel like sometimes when we talk about black people from other countries, we forget the struggles that people went through to be here. Because you know what I'm talking about. That ain't everybody. Because I'm down as hell with my Caribbean people. I'm down with my African people. But when they come with the bullshit, I be like, carry your ass back to Africa. I can't hear you muted. You muted, player.
And I'm down with as long as they respect our experience in America. You can't get here and then tell us how we supposed to act and you wasn't here when we was building this motherfucker, when we was enslaved over here, when we mistreated. Cause y'all coming over here, y'all get scholarships, y'all get housing vouchers, y'all get all kind of shit as foreigners. I remember when I was young, people say, them foreigners, now I understand. I find myself saying that shit so much right now. But y'all come over here and y'all get so many benefits as first generation or wherever the fuck you from. And we've been here for many generations and don't have shit. And then you want to look down on us and tell us what we should be doing. We can't do it because you're getting all the goddamn benefits.
Yeah,
Because you are black from that place.
yeah. And you can't get mad at white people for weaponizing you against me. This look,
That
I
right?
ain't mad at I ain't mad at white folks. I ain't mad at Jews. I really ain't even mad at the immigrants. I'm just gonna vote my motherfucking best. I'm gonna vote what's good for me.
You have
And
to.
it ain't Joe Biden and it ain't the motherfucking Democrats. We have had affordable housing for 100 years. That does not help your family. These
Mm-hmm.
niggas was there when they was redlining us, saying we don't sell the niggas in this area. Some of that shit is still on record, by the way.
Yeah,
So I'm just saying, I'm keeping it
very
all the
true.
way a buck. I wouldn't give a damn. I'm saying, black folks, y'all
Mm-hmm.
gotta be smarter. Quit trying to scare black people with politics. None of these people fought for us.
They don't give a fuck.
Mexican, Latin American, I
We're
don't give
just,
a
yep.
fuck. None of them fought for black folks. Y'all were white people's replacement. So y'all were co-conspirating with white supremacy.
And they're comfortable in being replacements. They knew exactly what they was doing when they would underbid us for shit or take a dollar less. They knew exactly what they were doing.
So no,
Exactly.
we don't get to save them from the wrath that would be Donald Trump. We should actually be thanking this nigga. We should really be thanking his ass because we don't have the strength to
I
band
agree.
together. So we gonna need this nigga to do it for us. Cause ain't nothing he could do to us that will fuck us up. Cause we done already been through the worst shit. You gonna earn your stripe today as a person of color. Let him fuck your ass up for a couple of centuries and decades. Then you could come talk to
And see
me.
what happens. That talk, real talk.
Now let's do that. Cause I've been this my whole motherfucking life.
I am a
If
black
they say,
woman.
yeah.
You
This ain't
can't
no
be nothing but black. I
yeah.
don't care how much
So,
makeup you put on. I don't
look,
give a fuck what earrings you wear. I don't care who you marry. You're gonna be a black woman.
yeah, that's right, goddamn it.
Period.
All right, sis. We wrapping this down. You
Hey
don't get me
Sonia,
started. Any other questions? That Palestinian one, I know some people gonna be
I
mad at
just
me
had to
because
ask you that because I asked you this
I
on
don't
here
give a
because
fuck.
we have all kind of conversations like this,
I
so I
don't give
ask
a
you that all
fuck
the time.
about. Look, I care about what's going on in West Africa. Yes, I do, because I'm connected to people over there. But the Palestinians and
Tell
Jews, see
us
the
about what's
part.
going on in West Africa. What's going
Well,
on in West
they're
Africa?
basically kicking the French out. See, that's what we should be celebrating, because some of us should be kicking out the Europeans in our mind. But right now, they in
Mm.
our mind. Some of us don't have an identity without them. But at least the Africans are trying to say, "Hey, France, get the hell out of here."
We tired of y'all, motherfucker.
Yeah, y'all ain't retaining shit. That
Mm-hmm.
takes a lot of guts. When we said that one thing we did, y'all, we didn't talk about real quick, then we're gonna go. Me and Khadijah was invited to be a part of an international conversation. We connected with some people to do more international work, but I've been doing that for years. And we met with these women from Latin America. Now, mind you, Latin America, Khadijah know one of the things that I do. They say you can steal it if I tell it, so that's fine. But it don't mean shit because people tell if you real or not. Every time I meet with somebody from the country, I check to see what their population is for black people. So I knew all their
Mm-hmm.
populations, not to mention Venezuela, because they was in the room. They basically tried to exterminate all the black people out of Venezuela. So y'all don't even
Uh-huh.
understand this shit because y'all don't fucking study, and you niggas think everybody's with us, but these motherfuckers don't like us, just like white people don't like us. So we sit in the room. The women were very nice. They all were very European looking, Latin Americans. They
Damn,
wasn't
flying
even
here.
none that looked like they was Native American or Indian or whatever, Indios.
One of
None
them
of
looked
that.
just like Kim Cattrall, y'all, from Sex and the
Yes, she
City.
did. Yes, she
She
did.
looked like her fucking twin,
The
but she was
twin.
just Hispanic, but she
Right.
looked just like her.
So that's that Spaniard blood. Because Spaniards are
Mm-hmm.
white people. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so we're sitting there. So they're talking about violence in their country and sex trafficking and all kind of shit. They want to know how we deal with it here in the US. I tend to think sometimes black folks can't tell people nothing because we can't even control violence in our own motherfucking community. We protect
Real fuck.
victims because we birth these badass bastards. So we protect them in our community. When you know your son went to jail or your brother went to jail and you want to make this nigga a victim. Nigga, please. He a victim if he survived jail, bitch, but he ain't a victim to the people he victimized. This is the shit. So we can't really talk. So one dude, bless his heart, bless my brother heart. He tried to tell them, because he had went to prison, and I get it. He tried to tell them that they should that he should pit their people who killed, the ex-drug dealers or whatever to work. And Lord, I tried to say it the nicest way I could. We are talking about these Latin American countries. We have punk ass drug dealers. Because to me, when you sell crack to somebody, that's like selling somebody death. I don't give a fuck if it's a package, bitch. If somebody uses this shit, like right now, if you overdose on some shit you got from Kaiser, do you say, oh, they didn't mean to overdose you? They thought they was giving you the right prescription. Or do you sue these motherfuckers because you overdosed on some shit they gave you that they
Real
shouldn't have
talk.
given you? Same thing with a drug dealer. So fuck that non-violent. That is very violent. Because we don't know what these motherfuckers did when they got high with that drug. Don't get me started. Lord Jesus, let me back up. So let me say this. Khadijah know my sister's crazy as shit. So the brother was trying to tell them that they should basically, they should
Go to the
basically.
criminals and work with the
Yeah.
ex-criminals is what he said, basically.
I had to explain to him that first of all, in their countries, when they kill motherfuckers, they cut off people's limbs and hands. They kill whole families in that motherfucker.
They run the fucking government.
It's on the government. If you don't fucking kick the soccer ball your ass may be dead. They erase your whole family. So that's not here. You can't go to see. Also here we have order. Y'all can talk a lot of shit about white people.
Are you okay, son? You know the
The
Cowboys
whole
lost
they
today.
lost. Oh shit. When they talk about criminality or whatever. I'm saying there, like we have order here. Y'all can talk a lot of shit about this white man in America, but this nigga got order. Some shit go down, you don't call them other niggas, you call the fucking popo, right? So we have law enforcement, military, National Guard, CIA,
Keep going.
FBI. Like that shit is in layers, okay? In that country, they don't have that. We have a welfare system here. You don't have no food, you can get unemployment, disability, welfare. In their country, you be
They
lucky
don't
if you
have
get
none
a
of this.
fucking can of oil out this bitch. So it's hard for us to talk to people from other countries when
And
we
what about
live.
their prisons? Because it was kind of like they can go to
Oh,
prison and be reformed.
I said in the
And
prison, you spend 3 hots in the cot. In their country, if people don't bring you food, your ass don't eat. If they don't bring you a blanket, you don't get a fucking blanket. I toured a prison in Honduras. I was scared shitless. I'll keep that all the way on the buck. Ain't no shame in my game. That shit was scary.
Well, you should be scared in prison. That ain't your
So,
lifestyle.
but not in America. America prisons got rights in America. You know, they got rights. I'm like, nigga. They say, what if you wrongly accused? Newsflash. Newsflash. I bet you there was something in there where you could have probably did something different. If you knew you was fucking with the devil, do you go and fuck around and play with the devil? Or do you stay the fuck away from the devil?
You stay away. And I think and I'm out, you know, in America and other places too, some people choose to do 5%. Some people choose to do things because that's the easier thing to do, and they do have options.
I know they do.
Unless you in jail for defending yourself or somebody did something to your mother or your child or something. A lot of this shit is choices.
We're the only motherfucker that the whole black community adopts no snitching. Bitch, I ain't even did shit.
Oh, no, I'm telling.
The fuck am I no snitching? Bitch, you ain't my relative. We didn't commit a crime together. But this the shit we say, Khadijah. That's how you know there's something totally wrong in the black community. Something's very wrong. You better slide your ass down a pole at the strip club, then you go get a fucking job at McDonald's. I go to fast food place to get shit, coffee, whatever. Ain't nothing in there but Mexicans. You may find 1 or 2 black people working there. Now, I don't think it's because the Mexicans are necessarily being racist, but I hire black people. These motherfuckers got more excuses than a fucking excuse book. Oh, my dog died. Oh, my daddy died. Oh, my child's father got in jail. Oh, I ain't got a babysitter. Then why the fuck did you come get this job? Just don't get no
black
job.
People sometimes think they're too good for particular jobs now. I think we have, it's somebody we know that don't work, and they said they will not work at McDonald's. This person is unemployed, don't have any money, but will not work at. I will not work at McDonald's. It's a job. You know, so I don't know. I don't
have the energy for the bullshit. That's where I'm at. I don't have the energy for it. I don't give a fuck. Some of you niggas need to be in jail because that's probably the only time you'll work. That's fucked up.
I can't drink spirits.
You be working. You be working to keep
your ass dying laughing.
You be working to keep your butthole clear. That's what the fuck you be doing. Or I don't know.
My husband always say men won't work out here for money, but they'll go to work and work for $1 a day. Terrence is hilarious. He talking about prison. He said they will not work out here, but they will go to jail and bust their ass for that 75 cents a day.
I think all black people is into prison reform. I don't give a fuck about prison. Shit, I don't give a fuck about prison. That nigga, that's on you. I don't give a damn. I'm sorry. I gotta worry about people on the outside.
Places like In-N-Out and Chick-fil-A don't hire blacks, so I don't eat there. Hey, don't eat there. Hey, I ain't mad at you.
Chick-fil-A.
I don't eat either one of them either. So yeah, I'm glad you told me that. But I don't eat either one of them places.
I think their fries are disgusting. But my thing is, we will go buy hair weave from Sue Lynn. And she don't like you buying shit.
Watch us the whole fucking time we in the store, acting like we're gonna steal a wig.
So would you rather?
And I'm gonna tell you why I shop at Sue Lynn. I'm gonna tell you why I get my shit there, because I refuse to pay black-owned beauty supplies $20 for a $3 pack of hair. I really try to support the black beauty supplies, but y'all go too. I understand marking up a little bit because you may not get as much business, but I refuse to pay your ass $20 for something I can get for $3. We are ridiculous with the markup.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. I may be part Jew, and let me explain what I'm getting ready to say. I always remember how people got their gains. So there's certain black beauty supply stores that did some shit that wasn't cool, and I can never shop in your store. I'll send people to your store. I don't give a fuck, but I can't come in there. Mm-hmm. See, Jewish people, they can find somebody who committed some crimes during the Holocaust, and a motherfucker could be 90 years old, half dead. They would give this nigga a new heart and everything just so his ass can go to prison. But see, we don't think like that. Because even though I won't buy from Chinese people, I didn't go into business with them. So they never cheated me out of my share. It wasn't me personally, but you know what I'm saying, Khadijah? So I could never look at this nigga with any kind of respect that I would buy anything out your motherfucking store. Because you shit on a black woman. You shit on a black woman to get your business, and instead of being a man and doing it the right way. And I think that's why that
Mm-hmm.
person left out of here early. Because
Yeah.
it's something to walk around and be in a community where they treat your ass like shit. So, that's why I had to stop fucking with certain people because
God is always right.
I didn't like the way he was treating the black woman. So I stopped fucking with certain niggas. They wasn't treating me
Mm-hmm.
like that. But no, I'm sorry. Fat black
No, I
woman,
feel you.
I'm a tall fat black woman, so I'm not too far from it. Even though you talk to me like that, I'm gonna bust your kneecaps, bitch. I'm not the one. I will break your whole head. And then when you put your fist up to do this shit, it'll be doing this shit. Like I don't fucking play that. I just don't. But the way we
Real
treat
talk.
each other in our community, some niggas I ain't ever fucking with. See, here's my thing. When I go into the Chinese store, when I go to the Mexican market, them motherfuckers respect me like I ain't with you. Have you had that experience? Because I have. People
Hell
be
yeah.
people be thinking I'm from somewhere else. I'm bitch. I'm from right here. But the way some of us act though, because I've been in the nail shop when the black was like, Kim, this shit right, bitch. Like you don't have to talk that motherfucker loud. Tell her your nail ain't right because she fix it. But you with all the extra shit, then you're on the phone. I gotta get my nails. What you doing? Bitch, like why you got to do all that shit? The fuck? That shit is so fucking embarrassing.
Oh, this damn Londa. Yes, I get discounts and they call me mom. Oh,
That's been my experience. So I think some of this shit is on us the way we carry ourselves.
it's all about conduct. People don't know how to conduct themselves in the appropriate way. They take that ratchet everywhere they go. Like I
But
don't want to hear
sometimes
your whole phone
I
conversation.
don't want to hear that shit. Bitch, we at the bank dealing with money. Here you come. I'm about to withdraw this $40. You could have got that at the ATM outside. You know what I'm saying? You getting medicine for Big Mama who ankles are swollen, taking care of your fucking kids. You in there, they trying to get the medicine. Hold on, I'm at the window. What? What you trying to say?
You
What?
respect. Alicia said you respect them, they respect you. And if you're going somewhere where you're not respected, don't go there.
Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah,
some of them can be assholes. There's some stores I will not go to with Indian men because they
yeah,
just rude, period. And I cuss
yeah,
their ass out. I never come back. So if you're not being treated with respect, don't go there. Very simple. I'm with you, Alicia. I am
yeah.
right there with you.
I'm right. I agree with you hardly. But I'm just saying, some of our behavior is embarrassing as fuck. I'm embarrassed by the shit. I be like these little niggas right here. I be trying to but I be like so embarrassed. Like, oh God, I hate when black people get caught stealing out the hair beauty supply place. I be like, nigga, just let me get the fuck out of here. Here my 29. Get this shit here. I got to go.
It's embarrassing to walk in the beauty supply and they got all the black women's pictures posted for stealing. I'm like, this shit is so fucking embarrassing. That's to me that kind. I remember
That
when
shit is
you remember
crazy.
mom used to look at something, she'd be like this, like mom, you don't even know them. I do. I find myself doing that. I don't
Yeah.
know them, but I be so fucking embarrassed as a black woman. Where I be like, oh my god, oh my, and I be so fucking embarrassed.
Now
Like
I'm
I
not saying it's okay
totally
for them to
embarrassed.
beat the women up, but I don't know. What makes you think you can
You said
steal?
what?
I'm not saying it's okay for them that they can beat up black women because I know that's gonna come up next with the Asians. But I don't know, nigga. How do you stop black people when they steal out your shit? Because they was doing this before the law got passed that you can steal shit and make it out the store if it's under something else. I just feel like when people work hard to do whatever, it's really not okay for you to come in and steal shit. Like for real.
It's
Like
not
I just think y'all we gotta well it doesn't constitute don't tell me what constitutes an ass whooping and you stole my shit.
that part.
You don't get to fucking tell me how I should handle somebody. Some people think their life is worth $1,000 weave.
Hmm.
Some people think their
And they
life is
ain't
worth
got no
$2 million.
groceries.
Yeah.
Oh
You go to
no,
your
we got
house right now. We seen one lady today. Her house matched the way she looked outside. I'm like, don't make no fucking sense for your house to look this fucking dirty on the outside, and you look dirty yourself on the outside. You are fucking outside. So I don't know what the fuck the inside. When I do home visits, I'll be like, come on outside. I'm claustrophobic. No, because your house look like piss and shit would jump on my shit if I just fucking touched the carpet. Fuck out of here. Then your kid come to school with the latest shit on. See, all of this shit is crazy. People will come to school laced up, name brand
suited
kicks,
and booted.
Nike this, da. First of all, you can't
Suited
read,
and booted.
got behavior problems, and your motherfucking mama gonna come up here and cuss out the probation people, but you at this special school. And she ain't got no
Oh,
job, because I don't know her mama coming up to the school 10 o'clock in the morning today at work.
you're right. Me,
And
I'll come off
and
work
she
and
got
come.
a bonnet on. She got a bonnet on, and she gonna talk about
Oh yeah,
they
that's
don't
different.
treat our kids right. Nigga, you ain't treating your own motherfucking kids right. You right, they
Priorities is
priorities are
all jacked
all
up.
jacked. Girl, they priorities is upside down. They ain't even jacked up. That would mean man. This shit is like this. You know what I mean? It's so upside down. But then you're gonna look at me, huh, sis. Don't huh, sis me, nigga. We ain't got the same mama. I
We
don't want
can't
to be
hear
your
you.
sis right now. I'm
We
upset.
can wait, y'all. Some of that stuff be fake name brand. It really do, Alicia.
I know. But these kids in these Nikes, they know the Nikes by the brand. I just think the Nike swoosh, I just think is all Nikes. They're like, no, no,
Me too.
no. This is edition number. And I'm like, dude, spell edition.
And what's your GPA?
Well, they at the.
I bet you the Nike number bigger than that
I
GPA.
can tell my kids that's going from the regular school to the community school.
Mm,
Somebody told our kids that when you're a freshman, you could just kick it because you got time. You really don't.
sure the hell don't.
You understand me? Do you know by law we got to have your ass in some kind of school? So while you over here fucking up, thinking you're gonna be ain't nothing worse than when you can't walk across that stage, get the cap and gown. You know it's over for you.
Mm,
You cannot make up 3 years worth of credits at a continuation school in one school year. Who the fuck are you talking
sure
to?
the hell can't.
You didn't go to school. You went to school but didn't do no work.
You went to
Then you
school to
go then you gonna
socialize.
catch your attitude with people. But I don't like the way she talked to me. Girl, don't nobody give a fuck. Do your homework. Just do your fucking classwork and leave. This is the shortest part of your life in high school. This is it.
Oh shit.
If I tell you all the graduation I go to and the salutatory and valedictory be some goddamn Asians, half of which don't come from a
Mm-hmm.
written language. Here your
Yep.
ass is mother and father's a civilization. You birthed everybody on the planet, but you can't even do basic shit. And we be the main one barely squeak by school. You on the motherfucking stage doing all this shit. Sit your ass down. Quit clowning. Stop being a clown your whole goddamn life. You ought to be embarrassed. Your half the audience is your ghetto ass family. They excited because you probably one of the few that got out of high school. And now you need a college degree to compete this motherfucker because you ain't smart
This
enough to
fucking
run your
logic.
own business. No,
I can't
seriously.
with this
So
one
we
here.
always want to clown and be hip.
I
And
can't.
like people are
Want to
making
be
billions off
seen.
of your
Want to be
people are
seen.
making billions of dollars off of your inability to make effective decisions.
Real
They
talk.
count on your dumb ass to go to this continuation school. They count on your dumb ass to be tardy so they can send somebody that they paid out to your school to ask your fucking parents why the fuck you ain't at school. And they left. They said you left walking to school this morning, but they know your ass ain't going to school.
And they never checked your goddamn attendance. They don't ask the CEO. I
Well,
make
shit,
my son pull up
you
his
barely
grades and
skated out
everything
of
on the
eighth
parent view.
grade. Yeah, I
Yep.
said when they pass you to the next grade, they're not gonna graduate you if you don't have the credits. See, this ain't middle school. They ain't gonna just pass you on. Cause they pass you on in the eighth grade, seventh grade. You get to high school. If you ain't got the credit, nigga, you can't purchase the product. So you can't get the diploma because you don't have the credits.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're a dropout. Now you got to compete with all the immigrants who's taking all the SL language and taking all the community schools. When I go to community schools over here in El Grove, full of immigrants. Full of immigrants. But niggas don't want to
It
go
says
continue with school.
people don't know that Michael Jordan brand is owned by Nike. He only gets 5% from the brand. And if he got 100%, he don't even fuck with black people. That's why I don't buy. I would never buy a shoe. He ain't after he left Juanita. He ain't fuck with another sister. And I don't mess with Michael Jordan. I wouldn't wear none of his stuff.
She could get free Nikes. I wouldn't give a fuck because he do that too. It's called J's for A's. But it's all good. All I'm saying is I personally don't. I feel like we talk about Michael Jordan. I get it. That's one nigga. But what about the niggas that's buying his product? What is our responsibility to get these motherfuckers to stop buying the product? Why can't these niggas just buy Bobos from fucking Payless? Like, why these
Hey, that's
niggas?
closed down. I could
Yeah,
care
me
less
too.
about
You know what I'm
Nikes. Me
saying? Me
either. I don't
too.
care.
Me too. But
And
how
I'm
do we
so
get our
grateful my son is
people?
not into name brand like that.
Yeah.
I thank you, God. He wants some shoes that's comfortable because he walk around all the motherfucking time. He don't care about no Nikes and no. I'm so grateful that he's not a consumer and he's not a label
Like
whore.
how do we
Because
get
these
young
people
people?
are labor whores, and that's
Oh,
just Nike, just one product. There are people that are labor whores. They won't wear unless it come from this store or is this. I have people all the time. Well, I only shop at Nordstrom's, and I wear something Calvin Klein and all that kind of stupid ass shit. While you're living in an Airbnb or some shit. Like I just get so tired of black people with these labels. These label whores got to stop. Truth, he said he didn't make it for low income blacks. He didn't. He didn't. The fucking Nikes be $100 and something. That's not for low income blacks. He wasn't making it for us at all. But they'll not pay their bills to get their son them damn shoes. Yeah, my son was like that too. He was into Vans. Yeah, I'll take some Vans. I'm scared of shoes. I'll take it. Whatever's comfortable. But I think, I think black people as a whole, not as a whole, in our community, we really magnify labels. If you come to school and you don't have on some name, I couldn't even tell you another fucking name brands. My son into that. If you don't have on name brand jeans, you get picked on by the kids because their moms are label whores because they can afford to buy them shoes because they on Section 8 and they only pay $12 for rent. So yeah, you can afford to buy them fucking Nikes for $170. We pay full bills over here. We don't get no subsidy any kind of way. So hell, I can't afford them fucking $170 shoes. You know what I mean? I can't afford that $300 jacket because T.I. got on his video. Hell no. We working up over here. So I think we create those children. And you say, how do we get them to stop buying it? I don't know. We cut down on some of this goddamn low income and all these benefits that they have this extra money to do the shit. And then the other part of this, we knew a boy in school. His mom made a stupid ass joke and was like, "My hair look like a goddamn toupee." He said, "Dude, y'all, I'm sorry. I was asleep before I got on here." But his mom used to buy. He was the only child. She would buy him whatever he wanted. Like, you know what I'm talking about. She would buy him whatever he wanted. If it came out, she would pre-order the fucking shoes. He would wear them 2 days and then sell them. She said, his taste is so expensive, he's gonna probably have to sell dope to keep up with his, and that's exactly what the fuck he did. He grew up, sold dope, and pimped. In and out of prison since he graduated high school. In and out, in and out, in and I think he got a lover in there. I think his husband's in there. But he in and out that motherfucker. He out for 3 months, in for a year and a half. Out for a month and a half, in for 3 years. Out. But his mom put that in his head that he had to have labels. So when he couldn't, and he wasn't, I don't even know if he graduated. I don't think he walked the stage. But he couldn't get no job, so he went and started selling dope and pimping to keep up that same image he got. Parents who buy their clothes put that shit into their kids. They put it into them that they have to have labels or they're not anything.
I agree. I just feel, and it's not all black kids. There's some black kids who
It's
get
not
it,
all, it's just some.
who are beautiful, who are intelligent, who are,
And I know some people who parents work 2 jobs and they can afford to do it. And they have a 2-parent home and their mom make sure they have. I'm talking about those who don't.
Yeah.
Because the ones who parents are involved in their life ain't the motherfucker skipping school with Nikes on. It's the ones who parents bought them Nikes so they can skip school. Go ahead.
No, I absolutely agree with you. I'm just saying, and then my thing is that we also kids, please keep your defect because you make us so much money. I said, you just make people. If I could stomach it, I would be a prison guard. They make over $100,000 a year. They can get all the overtime they want. I can't stomach. I go to juvenile hall once a week, and I don't like doing that. But I'm just saying, I don't like going in. I love the kids, but it's this door slamming, not having freedom, not being able to walk outside. But I said to myself, hey, because of your inability, we've created a whole system around your fuck ups. And then when you grow up, we're gonna have a place to send your ass and continue to make money off of your poor.
Well, let me tell you, let me play the devil's advocate because there were some people that said that's the school to prison pipeline and that's designed for black people to not do well. The curriculum is designed for our children not to learn so they can get them in prison. You're in the schools. What is your opinion on that, Rolanda? And you can make it quick as this out, but I hear people say that all the time.
Here's my thing.
They set our kids up to do wrong so they can go to jail. Go ahead. I want to hear the response to this.
I feel like this is my truth because I'm an evil-headed. I'm a level-headed person. I'm pretty even kiltered, right? I believe that everybody else's kid is getting that same lesson. It's not like they're teaching Asian kids different math. They're not teaching Mexican kids different science. Everybody gets the same thing. I feel like I don't necessarily believe in a school or prison pipeline. I think people come up with these terminologies because they don't want to take the time. Like, for instance, y'all talk all that shit, but y'all won't invest in charter schools. Y'all won't invest in independent schools. Like, you're just gonna get mad at the public school system because your kids so-called don't fit in it. And instead of you building an alternative to where they can go to school, you're going to try to make the school change some shit for a couple of kids who wouldn't even follow instruction if they had a job. Because all the other kids going there, Mexican kids go there, Asian kids go there, foreign Russian kids go there, Ukrainian kids go there. Why is it just your kid? Are we feeding our
Because
kids?
Rhonda, it's
Are
designed,
we?
it's
No, I'm
designed to
asking you.
keep our children
No,
down.
no. We
I'm
are
just
feeding.
telling you what
We
I
are.
hear when I go to
I
all
hear
these
you,
fucking
but I
meetings
feel
open
like we
eye.
don't want to be honest that we are feeding our kids some bullshit where they feel like they don't have to pay attention, they don't have to follow rules, they don't have to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
They feel picked on when they do shit, but nobody else is doing the shit. But they the ones. They come in class late, loud. They want to be seen. They need attention. They want to, they're doing it. Well, bitch, they didn't get caught. You got caught. So I feel like we are creating kids who that's where they're going. See, my thing is, I'm old school. If I watch my sister get her ass beat by my mom because she did some stupid shit, I don't be like, I'm up next. I be like, I'm not fucking doing that. So we don't
Straight
teach
up.
our kids to be thinkers. We act like they like everybody else. Y'all not definitely not like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You're definitely not. But my thing is, you'll fight like hell to do stupid shit like everybody else, but you won't fight like hell to do good shit like everybody else. There is something terribly wrong with us, and we could be mad.
Yep.
This is no, I ain't no Republican. I ain't none of that shit. I'm just saying something's real fucked up in our community. See, like most of you motherfuckers, y'all don't want to remember the crack era, but I remember the crack era. I lived in the crack era. I worked in the crack era, and some of this shit was on
Mm-hmm.
us. Some of it was clearly on us. Some of us smoked crack. That's what the
Absolutely.
fuck we wanted to do. We didn't give a fuck about nobody else. We don't get to say they face rejection. I face rejection. You don't see me smoking fucking crack. I may have ate a little too much, but nigga, that's on me. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is, until we have accountability and responsibility,
It's
we
damn
gonna
Londa.
we gonna keep filling the fucking jails. We gonna keep filling people's
Mm-hmm.
pockets with money because we can't do
We're gonna
basic
keep filling the
like
non-public
survive.
schools
Yeah,
with the
like
continuation
survive.
schools.
You hear me? Like
Mm-hmm.
survive fucking 6 hours at school. That's all the fuck you got to do. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta tell the black kids everything is not fun. I'm so fucking tired of kids. This is boring. Well, bitch, get out of here. Go with the boring and go do exciting shit. Go jump off the roof, bitch. Go do that. Because the entertaining shit is getting on my motherfucking nerves. We the only group
And
that
you're
want
not at
to
school to be entertained.
the fuck wrong
And
with
we're
y'all?
not at school
You
to
know,
be
see, telling
entertained.
me,
You're at school to
you
learn
know why they
something.
own your whole fucking community and 7 out of 10 houses in California is owned by Asian? Because these motherfuckers are not concerned with being entertained. That's why. Fucking motherfuckers. All right. This
Yeah,
shit,
you need to
y'all,
calm it down.
I'm fucking 52 years old, but this shit is getting on my nerves. Like, for real, I've been through a lot of shit. Because I worked through that whole crack era. I did a benefit concert for kids born with crack when I was 17. Because I wanted to do something. But what I didn't know then, because I was young, see, I'm so glad I had a mother was responsible. Because as soon as I come with the bull, she'd be like, no, baby, it's your choice. My mama ain't let nobody tell her you poor because the system. She was like, bitch, I work every fucking day. My mother could have took some
Real
welfare.
talk.
She's like, no, nigga, I work. I work 2 jobs with my swollen ankles.
That part.
Fuck out of here. Some of
That
you
part.
bitches is the most healthiest welfare recipients ever. Some of you bitches should be out of here because you're a fucking drain on the system. You don't work, you don't eat. In Cuba and Latin America, you don't work, you don't eat. In Africa, you don't work, you don't eat. You're making fucking mud sandwiches, bitch. Maybe y'all should go back to that. Because you motherfuckers cooking steak complaining. Shut the fuck up. Where you get steak from? You bitches don't even eat lunch meat
Oh,
no
this
more.
damn Londa.
Y'all don't eat
I
lunch meat.
can't this one.
I mean, for real, I think
I
this shit.
can't.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, and the rest of the world is watching because don't nobody want to be with the niggas. Nobody. You can't be with a group that don't want to fucking be responsible for their own damn behavior. Who wants to be with that group? Who
Stop
wants to be
going
with
back
that
because
group?
we can't hear you. Stop moving so
I'm
much because you're going in and out. It's up to
sorry.
the parents to help them be successful. My children have graduated and become a physical therapist, dental assistant, aviation specialist, working in politics. One just started ultrasound tech. Absolutely, it's all up to the
You know what
parents
I'm saying?
and what you instill. Yep,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I bet you did
absolutely.
something to tell your kid, baby, don't forget them teachers. Just get up and walk
And
out the door.
Alicia, where are your people from? Alicia, if you don't mind me asking,
Well, that's
where
gonna
are
be
your
another
people
telling
from?
point. That's gonna be another telling point. But I
Huh?
ain't mad. Well, she ain't spit it up yet.
No, I'm just curious, like where they from? Down south? Like where they from? That's all I was asking.
Right on. I'm just saying.
Because
I'm just
I
so
notice in different parts of the country, people parent their children ditching Valley High, Valley High. So
sorry.
Sacramento. Um, yeah, I'm with you on all of that, and and I'm gonna be honest with you, I love black people.
I
I
don't like
love
lazy
black people
niggas.
to
I
the
don't
core. I
like
just
lazy
don't
niggas.
like niggas. I don't
Yeah.
like niggas. That's all.
I'm
That's
just
it. That's
tired of the
all.
bullshit. I'm tired of us making up excuses for shit and then get mad when black people when they rather go. See, my thing is this. I can almost work with a devil. I'm not gonna trust the motherfucker. But if he got something I need, I'm gonna go get it and get the fuck out. I ain't trying to be his friend. He ain't trying to be my friend. So you motherfuckers want these people to like you. They don't like you. They really don't fucking like you.
They want to be their
Democrats
friend.
really don't like you. They want to keep you on welfare and affordable housing and shit where you can't get equity and build money for your. I can't. Oh my god.
I can't.
We
I
oh
can't stand it, Tina. That's
uh
where I'm at. That's where I'm
oh
at.
god. And we
I
act
can't. I
like
can
that's
no
black
longer do
culture.
them.
That's not black culture. That's nigga culture. That's not black culture. That's ignorant culture. That's what my friend Daddy said.
Not
That's
taking care of
ignorant
your
culture.
children, that's nigger culture.
Yeah.
Not cutting your grass, that's nigger culture. Not wanting to work, that's nigger culture. Not wanting to be a part of community and not having family doing for self, that's nigger culture. Oh, I'm from New York. My blood is Jamaican. I went to school in New York, very different from Sacramento. Absolutely, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, hell
It's
yeah,
like Philly.
very. I was just curious.
Yeah. I think that's it.
But
I don't know. We was growing up, we always knew my mom's mother was deaf and mute. So for us not taking advantage of shit was not nothing that my mother telling us who our ancestors were really had a lot to do with how we became, who we became, and why we
mhm,
fight so
mhm,
hard. And my grandmother didn't have
mhm,
all this benefits. She did go to school for the deaf, but she was a black woman even back then. So that you know what I'm saying? But at least we know that we had to show up differently because we come from very humble beginnings.
mhm,
You see what I'm saying? I heard the story about when my grandmother had the scarlet fever, they took her eardrums out of her ear because they used to experiment on black people at that time. That's why
mhm.
fucking people in our family don't trust the hospital. Now, how many
Real
people knew
talk.
that the story about their family and why they
Real
came here?
talk.
Why did you really come to California? Because people came out here looking for
Mhm.
something better. At least back in the
Right.
80s, 90s and 70s they were trying to get their ass up out of the South and out of the West and out of Chicago and out of for something better because they said California was better. You can get at least have a fair
Mhm.
shot at. But how many of y'all know that? I talk to kids, they say, we from Oak Park. No, where your grandmama come here from? Because Oak Park used to be all
Mhm.
white. Where is your people from? I make go, oh, we really
Mhm.
from Oklahoma, we from Texas, we from Louisiana. I know that. I
Mhm.
know that. So why did you think they came here? Why do you think they came here? Why? Because life wasn't as good for them. They wanted you to have a
Good
better shot
question.
at something. But when we don't tell our
Mhm.
kids and we sell them fantasies because you're so ashamed of your humble beginnings, that's why your kids is rolling backwards. That's your
Mhm.
responsibility to tell your fucking kids why are we here. Look here, true story. I swear to God, we with the hell off here. In my one school one year, I had two girls. One was from Uganda and one was from Ghana. When they graduated from the high school, a lot of the black kids went to JCs. Nothing wrong with the junior college. Nothing wrong with it. But them
They sure
African
ain't
girls,
nothing wrong with junior
yeah,
college.
them African girls, they came here to go to they both went to UC Merced or UC Berkeley and UC Merced. They felt it was like we didn't come to America for you to go to a JC. You brought you to America to go to a 4 year college and get your degree and do blah 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 blah. So for them, it was never an option. And their parents was right up there in your face, asking about this, asking about that. I see black parents get smart because my friends are counselors. Well, you should have told my child, bitch, you knew your kid was graduating when he was in the ninth grade, supposedly. Why haven't you tell him about the colleges? Why would you make sure he go to the SAT? Why did I have to call the black parents 3 or 4 times to do shit like that? But other groups you tell them once and they remembering that shit from freshman year. Why are we so quick to
Mhm.
put the blame on other people for shit? And we say Beyonce tickets, you gotta be in line 2 years ago. You'd have been in fucking years two. You'd have been in line 2 years ago. That's some shit.
Mhm.
You Beyonce ain't gonna pay your bills. She ain't gonna get your kid into
So
college.
ain't.
Why are we the only motherfuckers to put that shit on other people? Why do we do that shit?
The same reason why we do a lot of shit, Lonzo, no accountability. And I could just say this: kudos to those girls that go to universities, and we're not bashing that because I know a lot of great people that went to JCs and did their
We
motherfucking
do.
thing,
We do.
and they did what they had to do. They didn't have all the luxuries other people
Yeah.
have to go to universities, and some
Yeah.
parents is too fucking dumb, don't know how to fill out all the information, all that shit. Some of these kids be out here really on their own, winging this shit and getting into
But they don't
colleges on their
prepare.
own because they don't have the parents there in the face every day doing what other people do. So some
I know.
people do have to go to JCs. And that's okay. Nothing
Ain't
wrong
nothing
with
wrong
that,
with
y'all.
that.
We just saying be accountable for what you do because
Yeah.
all black people in the community is not raggedy and fucked up. And I don't want y'all to think that's what we said because that's not what I'm saying. So I'm saying, but there are people in our community who are that way, who don't invest in their children, who don't spend time with them, and don't push them to do great. And then we have some parents that are very active and involved and
Oh,
do
most
all of that.
definitely.
And
Most
everybody
definitely.
don't want to go to college, and that's great. Get your ass a trade, do something, become an
So,
entrepreneur. But you
uh,
got to do something. The lackadaisical, lazy ass Negro shit has got to stop in our
yeah.
community. That's
And my
what she's
thing
saying.
is, I use
As a
that
mom, I push
example.
education because it's not easy for our black people, especially in Sacramento in the South, Midwest, and East Coast, to invest more in education and help their own. And I'm with you on that, but I'm pushing my son to education is great, but I know too many college graduates who are homeless and don't have no jobs in their field. So if he can find something making money and he don't have to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars going to college and he can get a trade and do some money, we can do that too. And at least you said to be from Jamaica too. Y'all get a different little feed over here too, because I know some Jamaicans, other people who come over here and y'all don't really want to be black yourselves either sometimes. And so
I work.
y'all get put in different rooms, y'all get put in different steps too, because you do have that Jamaican here. That's why they ask you your ethnic thing on there. It has black, then it has all kind of other shit on there. A lot of y'all get to mark other because y'all not African Americans. And so y'all get other things that people in African Americans don't get. I know people that's from Panama. I know people from the Caribbean Island, all kind of places. And they get certain benefits that African Americans just don't get. So it's this really, it sounds really good in theory,
I'm
but
not
that's
sure.
not a reality for everybody.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. But here's my thing. I want to be clear though, because I understand what you're saying. I want to be clear what I'm
Mhm.
saying. I'm not dissing
Mhm.
JCs, but what I am saying is that for those who think education is
Have
important
to
to
aim
these youth,
higher.
usually they want to
Mhm.
go to a university. I'm saying, and
They're going to aim higher.
those African kids play with the black kids. They parents was dead ass serious that y'all are going to a university. Now your friends who fucked around all year, they gonna go to a JC. That's cool,
Mhm.
but that's not where the fuck you going. And all I'm saying is,
That's what I just said.
my
I said
friends are
those
social
parents made
workers.
sure they was on top of it to
I
do
get
what they
you.
had to
My
do.
friend that's the school's
Yep.
counselor. She said black parents will come into her office like 2 weeks, 3 weeks before school is out when their kid is
And
failing
ask about
and say
credits.
what
Mhm.
happened and credit. She said, wait a minute, I've been calling y'all ass, calling and calling. She said the hardest parents she worked with are the black parents. Not all, because some of them would be about their
Oh,
business,
I get it.
but a good number of
Mhm.
us will be on like, well, my child ain't graduate. Well, you knew your child wasn't doing work. You seen her fucking report card. You seen
Your
her
child been
attendance.
deficient credit
You knew
since ninth
all that,
grade.
right?
I get it.
Right. That's what I'm
I
saying. I'm
get
like,
it.
well, damn. But you want to then you want to point out, well, what about these kids? Well, their parents was up here on their ass. When their kids got in trouble, their mama didn't come up there. They look, you have to make sure I hope you're gonna go to Webster next morning because Africans beat the shit out their kids, the ones that we work with. So it's kind of like, dude, like we up here, well, I don't want to make him feel bad. You know, well, he out here pushing the bucket out here, nigga, then you could feel
We
bad.
coddle out. Some black
We
people
coddle
coddle
the
their
shit
children
out of
and
our
give them an
kids
escape. Yeah, absolutely.
and then wonder why
Yeah,
they can't
absolutely.
compete with other groups. No, you're not gonna be able to compete. Not happening. You can't even do basic shit like do your fucking homework. You can't even turn your shit in and get a D or a C. You just ain't gonna do it. Cause I don't like the way the teacher talking to me. Like this is your job, depending on it. Girl, if you turn this fucking work in and take your ass home. So it's just, I don't know. I just feel like I always remember that as an example. I know people who just got here. Like, here's another thing with immigrants. The only immigrants I really don't trip off is Haitian, because they can't even get the fuck in here.
That part.
They can't even get in
Mhm.
here. They turn
Mhm.
around, nobody but them. And I'm like, why is that? Why they don't want Haitians in here? They let terrorists in here. They let people who blew up our country in here.
Yep.
Shit. They own like a
I
third of the
agree.
fucking country. So anyway, girl, because we
I
gotta wrap this
agree.
up. Those ladies shit. We up in here
Oh
talking
yeah,
like,
we on here 2 hours and 13 minutes.
hey girl, I'm
But
up here
yeah,
tripping,
thank
girl.
y'all for tuning in.
Good discussion, y'all. You know we love it. I'll see y'all next week.
Do something special for yourself on purpose because you deserve it. I holla.